and it says I'm alive. So I must be. Oh, hello out there. It's a new year. It's January 3rd in the year of our Lord 2021. We're here still. Yes, we're here still. We're coming to you live from Doc's headquarters in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. So, hey, what's everybody doing out there? I've got my lame coffee cup here. Everyone love my lame coffee cup. That's floating about. And oh gosh, I thought I was going to have something to talk about right now, just to filling the gap of when nobody's here, but I forgot what I was going to talk about. So anyway, I just hope everybody's just out there staying warm, staying safe. You know, we got another round of COVID 2.0 going around. So everybody just wear your masks, stay vigilant, 6 feet apart, and all that kind of good stuff. Got to get through this stuff. Got to have a normal year finally after 9 months of this stuff. Oh, gosh. Okay, so let's see if I can put the link. Will that work? Yep, there goes. If anybody wants to join me on this wonderful program and get things started and party up, okay? So, while nothing's really going on right now, like, dang, I had something prepared to talk about and I forgot what it was. Jeez. Oh, there's Indie Discs. Hello, hello. How are you today? Nice to see you here. And you know, it's just Sunday. It's just a day. Nothing much is going on. You know, I could, what to talk about? What to talk about? I don't know. Too many COVID deaths, I guess, of celebrities such as Don Wells and Jerry. Oh! Look! It's my good friend Rachel. Hello there.
Social distance.
Yeah, I'm working on it. There we go.
Now we're social distance.
I used to take the mouse and set it on my lap so I wouldn't have to reach for it.
Hey, I got to see your shirt. You got to make your shirt so lift up more. It's a Marvel shirt. I got to see it.
Hang on.
I'm getting too excited.
There.
Okay, now don't move. Don't move. You got Spidey, the Thanos. You got Green Goblin, Thor, Iron Man, Venom, Hulk, Power Man, Spidey. The girl, Hela, the goddess of death, and Iron Man. Okay. You can take a seat. Thank you. That is one kick-ass shirt. Excuse my French.
Thank you.
But that's a great-looking shirt. I got Beatles.
Yay!
I don't want it too much, but they're there. Beatles. Yeah.
I was just saying, like, a couple of weeks ago, I dropped my mouse.
Yeah.
And it's working kind of half-assed stupid right now.
Oh no! You know what? I bought a $79 trackball. I broke it like in 2 hours. Of just being streaming, because I'm constantly one button. So now I've got this $20 thing. It works way better. It's like, it's horrible. It's too small, but it does the job for me. And so stellar service.
When I do these things, I hate to reach for it. So I used to have it on my lap.
Yeah.
So I just, but 2 weeks ago, it fell off my lap, dropped, hit the floor. And since then,
it's not the same anymore.
Not the same anymore. So
it's lost it. You broke its mojo.
Yes. So now I have to reach for it to use it, because if I put it on
we are the semi-dynamic duo. And I think this is your stream. I would be Robin, and you would be the cowl.
You don't have lame cups though.
You've got a great cup, and that's an adorable little cup.
That is really sad.
I think one of the secondary studios did a whole animated series. You remember the Little Toaster show cartoon? It was a movie about a little toaster and
the brave
the Brave Little Toaster. It was an adorable little show. Great show.
Okay. No,
Hey,
I
we
remember.
Stephen, welcome. And Indy's here. That's Craig. Indie Disc is Craig. He's great.
I must have seen it, but I just remembered. But I think that might have been a Disney thing. The
It
Brave
might be Disney, but it had the same face as your little. They all
Oh,
have that face.
eh,
They all have the happy little face. It's like a Disney. It's like out of the what do you call it? The Beauty and the Beast. Remember the
yeah.
candlestick and
I
the
don't
clock?
remember.
Everything had little faces like that.
I don't remember where I got it from, but oh, look, Tom's going to listen to us while he works out in his new gym. Neat.
He gets a double thumbs up for having a new gym.
And not only that, he's doing all this kind of stuff and listening to the same time. That's very nice.
Hello, Brian H.
Yeah.
That's
Hey.
a lovely green in your avatar-less avatar.
Yeah. If you could, no avatar.
We got to get Brian an avatar. Give him a fun avatar.
And Brave Little Toaster.
Okay, so it was Disney. There you go, Doc. It was a Disney film. I love that. The teenager moves out, and then the toaster's out there, and it has to get back with help of Lampy and everybody. Did you see the IKEA commercial with the little lamp? They put the lamp out on the curb, and then the over voice of the thing goes, "You are feeling sorry for this lamp. This lamp has no feelings. You are stupid."
Yeah.
because they put the lamp out, and you start having, oh, look, the little lampy. It's out on the side of the road, the poor little lamp, it's all a little sad. And they go, "You are feeling sorry for this lamp. That is because you are stupid." Which is funny, because I did, because it's all sentimental. It's like, when they do the little toaster films and stuff.
Well,
like Pixar, boink, 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 and then the little thing looks at you,
But I don't really watch television anymore. I haven't been a television watcher in the last, I don't know, 20 years maybe.
Wow, 3 years for me. 3 years now.
That I just lost interest in whatever television has to offer and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I found YouTube. I'm a YouTube maniac.
Yeah, you know what?
It's my entertainment.
There is a documentary right now that apparently everybody see. I like the band XTC, so we'll hold them up. Little product placement here. This is XTC, right? So it's got Andy Partridge and Dave Gregory and Colin Mouldering. Anyway, these guys are great. They're an English band, and then I've got the thing. This was the Black Sea 1980 classic album, newly cut. Yada yada yada. And so now there's a documentary about them on Amazon Prime, but I've got Canadian Amazon Prime, so now I got to figure out how I can watch this thing.
Oh, so it's not offered on Amazon Canada?
I don't know if it is or if it isn't. On Prime Video, okay. So because they say some things I can watch. Okay, so what's the name of the thing? Is it called This Is Pop? I forget what they're calling it. Oh no!
I know. I just found out barely a half hour ago.
I just found out from James Byers.
Yes.
Okay, tell the kids who Jerry Marsden is.
Okay. Well, Jerry Marsden was the leader and such of Jerry and the Pacemakers. So they were one of the British invasion bands. Yeah. So
they did the big hit "Ferry Across the Mersey" and "You'll Never Walk Alone" at in Liverpool at Anfield. So the great football stadium at Anfield. That's the song they play for the people there, and it's a real anthem. He has crossed the Mersey for the final time. God rest him.
I didn't know
Jerry Marsden.
They made a movie. Jerry and the Pacemakers.
I think they did.
They did.
Yeah.
It was called.
I can't remember it. I just can't remember it right now.
It's called Ferry Cross the Mersey, of all things. But apparently they made a movie too. I know Herman's Hermits made a movie called Hold On, and I'd love to see that. I don't know where it is or how to get a hold of it. But Jerry and the Pacemakers made a movie too. Hello, Christopher.
I'm out here looking on the interwebs. I've never used Amazon Prime to look for. Let's go Prime. So I want to watch this movie about the band XTC. And the kids in my stream earlier today were telling me about it. So,
name 3 Brit invasion bands that didn't make a movie or two.
Whoa! Look at this. This thing just went like that.
Oh wow!
Because I just popped out for just a sec. Mike Sweeney's here.
Yes. Yes. Dead Wax is here. Yes. Christopher's here. James Byers is here. Tom was here. Brian was here. We're all here.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Dead Wax. Good to see you.
Yeah,
maybe Randy. Good man. Good guy.
Put that linky back up. I don't like having to reach. Gee, I miss having the
up right there.
Yeah.
Kinks, Drugs, Animals. The Kinks did make a movie.
I'm not aware of any of them making a movie.
Animals, I'm not too sure about. Maybe you would think maybe the Animals might have been in something.
We'll have to Google it. Somebody out there Google it.
Well, Kinks later on, I mean, what Dave Davies did, there's a thing called Waterloo, Return to Waterloo. I've got the album, and I bought the album on the recommendation of one of our vinyl. Oh, you know who I bought it on the recommendation of? Ed at the Kinks Court, the big Elvis fan, but he loves the Kinks. So he said, if you find this album, he showed it on his channel. I happened to be crate digging, and there it was. I said, I better pick this up.
No, Paul's only number 2.
Is he? No, he's number 1 in the States, I thought. I thought he hit number 1 in the States.
He hit number 1 in the UK, but over here, he could not dethrone Taylor Swift.
Wow, she is a pretty powerful force right now.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Paul made an igloo? We love Paul was on my show yesterday. I love Paul. I didn't know he had ventured out to make an igloo.
Well, whether it's real or not remains to be seen, but it was the second good laugh I've had today of somebody using the dye boxes for something.
Yeah. So that's what he's done?
That's what that is purported to be.
Purported to be, okay.
Making an igloo out of the McCartney 3 boxes.
McCartney is down to number 19 after 2 weeks in the UK.
He's slipping.
A mighty slip. Slipping and a sliding.
My favorite budget comp? Probably the Beach Boys one I got a month ago. It was like in the $5 bin at Walmart.
Oh, wow. That is a good price.
That's a budget comp. Yes.
I do not remember this.
I think I do. It had something to do with you put snow in a pail or something like that. I think that's how basically all it was. And then you made
build that.
You made
so you get a block mold and then put them together.
Yeah. Yeah, that does sound familiar. Yeah,
that sounds funny.
The Popeil Pocket Fisherman.
Yeah, I remember the Popeil Pocket Fisherman. A great gift for Junior or Dad, and boy, does it catch fish. But wait, there's more. Mom loves fishing too.
The thing was only so long, but it folds up into your pocket. Wow.
Yeah, you see there, Deadwax says, yeah, it was a block maker. You can make your own blocks.
Why don't I just go in the garage and get a pail?
That'd do her. Yeah, one of those square.
It makes bigger blocks too. You make your igloo twice as fast.
James Byers is number 1 in Uruguay.
Oh, that's good.
Mr. Microphone, yeah. K-Tel had the goods.
And what was the key line in the Mr. Microphone ad?
Oh, hey baby, I'll be back to pick you up later or something.
Yes, we all said that line afterwards. Hey, good.
You know why? Because in 1976 it was cheesy. If you know, it was cheesy when they first did it. Yeah, hey, good looking. Be back to pick you up later.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's a classic line.
Rachel, since you've become a Genesis fan, what have you heard so far? I'm not a big Genesis fan. I like what I like, and what I own is Twist of the Tail and Selling England by the Pound are the 2 Genesis albums I like. But I also like whatever it was, Land of Confusion. So whatever album Land of Confusion was on in the 80s, that I liked quite a bit. That song was very good. And I like Mike and the Mechanics. I like that band as well. And I liked Phil Collins Face to Face, because who didn't? It was such a phenomenon. And of course, it got such a boost from Miami Vice. But that's about it. I don't think I'll go exploring too much further, Tom, into the Genesis catalog. They aren't on my radar I got to get this. I want to pick that up. Invisible Touch, The Lamb is great too. He's saying.
That record by Phil Collins, that's not the one with Susudio, is it?
No, that came later. Susudio came later.
Susudio.
Yeah, I do prefer the Peter Gabriel, and I love their art. Their album cover art is beautiful. I love the fox, the one with the fox lady in the dress, and of course, Peter Gabriel would dress up like that. I also love Peter Gabriel's album So, the one that just went explode, Sledgehammer, went viral with the video and everything.
Christopher says the sucky Genesis.
Wow.
Oh, no.
A harsh criticism.
Very harsh. Very harsh.
Yeah, DevOps is all over the line too. Hey, good looking. I'll be back to pick you up later.
Well, that's the line we remember.
Yeah, but we knew even then it was so tacky.
Yeah, but we all wanted to do it. Like, imagine if we could drive around in our cars and, and do that sort of thing. Yeah, I wanted to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, for Tom's Vinyl Shack, my group is Yes. Like for progressive rock, Yes is my favorite. And even in the 70s, as a teenager, they were the one I discovered. And so I think it's like those camps, King Crimson. Some people fall into King Crimson. They go, oh, I got to go King Crimson. And I'm the Yes camp. And then the same thing with Genesis. Bill at the Vinyl Verse, of course, legendary for his love of all things Genesis. And Tom's a hardcore fan. He's a fan of both theirs. He just loves Genesis. So, but Selling England by the Pound and also Twist of the Tail, both of those are fine albums. They're very nice. They're good to listen to.
Floyd is always the top for prog.
Yeah, I've seen Pink Floyd. I saw Pink Floyd in concert, but they didn't jaw drop me. Yes, just jaw-droppingly so beautiful. Because Pink Floyd's so big, it's over the top, and I tell the story about that on my channel. I'm not going to, belabor it here. I love Phil Collins' drumming, but I hate his sound, especially.
What do you mean by his sound? Does that mean his singing, or his just the?
Oh, he's got it. He produces with a certain there's certain settings on the control board on the mixing that he'll introduce and bring in.
Because it's kind of like the same thing with Jeff Lynne. You can always tell when Jeff Lynne produces.
Station to Station was great. TVC 15 was fantastic.
Oh, I thought I was the only one who liked that one.
I like that one. I grew up. That's TVC party album for me.
TVC 15.
Yeah. Transmission.
I don't think that was a big hit or anything, but I said I like that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what would have been the big hit off Station to Station is like Cast My Mind Back there. Yeah, I don't have it in my collection currently, but I got a lot of Bowie, but it is one I'd like to add back into the collection for sure. I am a Bowie fan, bona fide hardcore Bowie fan. I love David Bowie.
All I've got is a comp, so I don't have.
I'll show you a Bowie because it's show and tell show.
Yay! We like show and tell. Don't tell us.
I'll show you a nice CD I have. A DVD.
Bowie compilation.
Okay.
Where are you? Bowie. Yes. Okay. This be my Bowie compilation.
Okay, do Bowie. Why? Because I'm looking for I got a Bowie DVD, but somehow it's floated away. My son was over, so he may have decided to borrow it. I'm not sure. Okay, so you got the singles to 89 to 93.
There we are. So TVC 15's on there somewhere.
Bowie has a lot of good comps. You know, the album I liked from him was Pinups. Hey, Jorgen.
Jorgen's here.
Jorgen, did you like David Bowie?
I'm a David Bowie fan, yes.
Okay, good. Whew, zoo.
Well,
I
well,
thought
then,
you might be. I thought you might
well, then
be.
we recommend the comp then. Like, always start with the singles and the best of, I guess, right?
Oh, Golden Years. That was a station. TVC 15 and Golden Years. Golden Years was the hit. Yeah.
Ah, okay. TV.
Golden Years. Go, go, what? Don't let me hear you say life's taking you nowhere. Angel. Yeah, really good.
Everybody sing. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's the David Bowie sing along thing we've got going on here. All right.
Transmission.
The station. He's got it. Oh no, that's Heroes. I'm
That's
sorry.
Heroes. I got that one. Is that the reissue?
No.
Low is a great album. Low is fantastic. I don't have Low in the collection right now either.
Indie Discs thinks Bowie lived in Sweden and was Jorgen's neighbor.
Okay, wait. Oh, the Lodger. That's the Lodger. Yeah.
No, in the disc, he doesn't live in Sweden yet. He didn't live in Sweden.
My favorite Bowie is Hunky Dory. Oh, that Young Americans. I love that. Do you know I memorized all the lyrics to that song because I loved it so much. Diamond Dog. Some people say his best album.
And then I got for you, Rachel.
Hunky Dory. I got that one. Yeah, that is a good album. A Space Oddity, of course, to get it all going.
It's amazing how he had these right at his fingertips.
Oh, Ziggy. Ziggy.
And those I haven't picked out my 80s Bowie yet, so I only picked out the 70s.
Wow, Bowie wrote Golden Years for Elvis, but he couldn't get it to him.
Really? Is that true?
Golden Years.
Wow.
Maybe that would have been interesting to hear Elvis do that. Elvis turns into Bowie kind of thing.
Golden Years was actually a TV theme also.
Okay, so what's interesting about this is what Jorgen showed is I got this. So Jorgen showed some Bowies that, okay. So I got some Bowies that Jorgen didn't show. So yeah, he showed this, but he didn't show that. The Best of Bowie, 69 to 74, kind of a companion thing with what you got.
I tried when I get a compilation.
Yeah.
When I try to get a compilation, I want more complete than just a few years.
Oh, I know. And then there's this one, The Man Who Sold the World.
Yeah, this goes 69.
Yeah, I still want that.
Aladdin Sane.
I want that also.
I think that's the one with Panic in
Young Americans, which you showed. But pinups, there it is, the legendary.
I have that one on CD.
And Hunky Dory, which you showed. And then I've got Bowie on vinyl over.
I only have pinups because to complete the collection because that is my least favorite Bowie album, unfortunately.
I always loved it because he covers the London sound, so he's got easy beats in there. Early Pink Floyd. He liked the Pink Floyd with Syd Barrett. He did not like the Pink Floyd, the later Floyd. So everything's But yeah, Young Americans is fantastic. It was a lot of fun. I bought that off the shelf the week it came out when it first came out.
I think pinups is a little too much glam rock for me.
Yeah. Well, you're showing your age there, aren't you, youngster? Young people.
Oh, old.
Oh, and I own a OG of the Let's Dance. Put on your red shoes and dance. I got.
I have that one also. Now
but
you
didn't know it in your
records. Now you got me to go and show my Bowie from the 80s also.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah. Did Elvis ever do any Bowie?
Drummer boy, little drummer boy.
Maybe.
I don't think he did. No.
I wouldn't think so. Hello, Groovy Lisa. Hope you're having a groovy day.
I don't know where my Bowie DVD went, but I got a Bowie kind of greatest hits DVD. It's really good. John, I hope John didn't take it up.
Bowie's music. Oh. So if you listen to James Brown's Hot, 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 you'll probably say, that sounds just like Panic in Detroit or something.
I love Panic in Detroit.
It's
That's Stevie Ray Vaughan, I think. Stevie Ray Vaughan. I know Stevie Ray was involved with that album. And who's the other guy? Two guitar players. Who's the other one? Arnafino or something like that. I can't remember, but it was Stevie Ray was part of the show. What's that one called again? Tell me the thing. It was Stevie Ray. Yeah.
Never Let Me Down Again. I think this is a very underrated. I think this actually is far better than its reputation.
Ooh. Oh, Groovy Lisa has lots of Bowie LPs.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah.
Oh.
Detroit gets no respect. Hey, that was a good song, Panic in Detroit.
I know.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I got that
Detroit out my front window. Hello, hello.
Yeah, I don't have that one. I need to get that. I saw Frampton play with Bowie.
This is a reissue of his 7 days, best of 7 months in America on vinyl.
Alomar, Carlos Alomar, that's who it is, was the other guitar player.
This one is really, really great live album.
Oh, Jack's Trax. Well, I just know Jack has some Bowie in his collection. Maybe we can have him come up and show us some.
Looked a lot like Che Guevara, drove a diesel van.
Yeah.
The police had warned of repercussions. They followed down to sin. The only survivor of the National People's Gang. Good stuff. Good stuff. Rock and roll, kids.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. What was the other one off Diamond Dogs?
Well, yeah, they do.
Look at this. Mike Sweeney got a sealed Let's Dance at Goodwill. Whoa. That's pretty darn good.
Adrian Belo on guitar. Yeah, and Earl Slick played with him a lot.
Oh, Rebel, yeah. Your face
Rebel, such a great song.
Yeah.
You got your mother in a whirl. She's not sure if you're a boy or a girl.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah. Mick Ronson's soul stuff is nice.
Oh, hey, I love Mick Ronson. I love hearing the story. They talk about getting Mick Ronson. He's a bricklayer from Hull, and Bowie's got him in high heels and makeup, and he's wondering what the hell's going on.
I want to make it. I want to make it clear for all of you who actually thought it was too dark for me to sit in my record room. I'm in my record room right now, but from a different angle. So it's the angle is wrong with, but not the light.
Well, you're in the light end of the room. Like you have a dark end of your room, and you're in the light part of the room.
No, I'm in the same chair. I only turn the chair towards the light, not against the light.
Well, sometimes that's all it takes, just a little bit of a switch. You know, no, I look better. Yes. So
but I had the computer on that side, so I could on the other side. So that is my webcam.
You're coming across very nicely, Jorgen. Very nice. Nice to see you.
Yeah, the same.
Thank you.
I'm sending another viewer over to us.
Oh.
More eyes on, Doc.
Huh. I better not run away. I'm getting more viewers.
Yeah, we want that.
Great players.
Doc, you're one of the great gentlemen of this whole vinyl community thing.
Hello, and Happy New Year. Yes.
Come join.
Wow. Amazing.
And of course, we got Stephen going later. Stephen and Matt Street.
Mm-hmm. I presume they're having their show today. I haven't seen them necessarily announce it. Maybe if Mr. Schnee is still out there listening somewhere, maybe he can.
Yeah, no, he's doing it. In fact, they're doing a bit of an Elvis thing today, and he's got a special guest coming and everything.
Ooh, I've got Jorgen.
Yeah, we got the Swedish vote.
Well,
I don't know if I'm going to take that.
It means we win.
That's a Trump.
That's talking.
Cards. So they've got a special guest. I've got Jorgen. There. Oh.
Stevie
As
Ray.
long
Yeah.
as not Elvis himself, they have, because then we won't win.
Cat People soundtrack was great too.
Yeah.
I don't have that one.
Fire with gasoline.
Well, Rachel could just show the Elvis cup, and that would be our connection to Elvis.
Awesome.
It's a lot better than this stupid thing. Oh, how embarrassing. Oh, well. Oh, Steven's still there.
I was
There we
actually just listening to this one.
John Townley.
This is a really, really great AOR album. Highly recommended.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see Elvis. I'll be there. I should get my Elvis cup all cleaned up and ready to go for that show.
Yeah. Always have your Elvis stuff ready, because you never know.
One of the highlights for 2020 for me was that getting the Elvis records in from Ed at the King's Court, who just gifted me like 14 Elvis albums. Very kind of. There's Miranda. Told you, I said, come on in, Miranda. You got to go over to the doctor.
Hello. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, Bowie was great. And of course, he's known as a chameleon of rock and roll, so constantly changing his style, the glam rock thing, and then the Thin White Duke. And, what was it? I don't know what was going on with him during the, I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of Americans. He had the kind of little goatee thing. And
I remember seeing David Bowie on one of those like midnight special. I might have been, or something like that, where he performed in a tube.
Oh, hold on. What was he wearing?
He just was in a tube.
In a tube. It
looks like a plastic tube that he just stepped inside.
Because I'm trying to think of the song that would go with the tube.
From the chest down, he was just in this plastic tube.
Okay, Peanut Gallery, you've got homework for us to do. You need to go tell us what Bowie was singing when he was in a tube costume.
It might have been the midnight special. I'm not sure. Yeah, those phone holders never. I get mine from China. They're like 80 cents each or something.
Oh, yeah, like everything else, I guess you can get a better quality one.
Yeah.
Oh, he might have been doing Space Oddity in a tube, says Dave.
Maybe. Miranda, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Miranda, how come we can hear you? Is it because you're just working through your phone?
I'm actually on my work computer. I have a webcam, and I was like, that would probably work.
It is working. It's working very, very well indeed.
Good.
Now, people see me all the time, Doc. If you're on a phone, the square that Miranda's in is the one that people have the hardest time seeing because of their phone screens. So throw Miranda up where I am. Click on Miranda's picture right on your computer screen. Drag her where I am. Yeah, I want Miranda seen. There. Oh, no, I'm still there. But now Jorgen can't be seen.
Oh, I see Jorgen.
Yeah, but the kids on their phones sometimes, if they're doing the vertical, that square there is the hardest one to see. People on my screen told me about it. And they said, Rachel, by the way, if people are there and they're on the phone, that square on the lower left is the one. Like, here's what happens. On my show, I get Mason and other personalities, and they're in their avatar mode. Well, that's the least interesting thing to look at. Some people argue that, some people have rules, no avatars at all on their screen. Many people do. And I don't mind them because it's just part of the furniture and the silliness that goes on.
Well, maybe, but it's just supposed to be a visual medium. I want to be able to see you, not.
Yeah, everybody does. That's the preferred way to go. Preferred way to go by far. I agree.
I can make an exception like you, Rachel, when you're eating.
Oh, yeah. Like I always go avatar mode if I'm having a bite to eat.
Well, I can see that, I got to go to the loo or something.
Yeah, or temporary, or if I'm going to sneeze, I got, allergies. So if that's going to happen, then I go quickly mute and kill the camera and then have my in return.
How do you go into avatar mode anyway? I haven't figured that one out.
Down at the bottom, stop camera. This is my lovely picture by Eric Weinbender.
Ah, there we go.
And there's your lovely photo of you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's the wrong avatar. That's
And not only that, well, you can change your avatar as well. So, so when you go over to the 3 dots, edit audio avatar. So this is the one I was using for quite a while.
I actually think the avatar mode looks kind of cool because you're having the sound making waves on the screen. Looks like one of these talking computers from science fiction movies.
Let's have a game of chess, Doc. What are you doing, Doc?
I can't do that.
Because when I was talking, I noticed when people were talking, it had these little vibro rings around it. So I went, "Ooh, that reminds me of HAL 9000." The computer on it. So I grabbed a picture of HAL. Yeah, so the HAL 9000.
I'm busy looking for my real avatar picture. So
James Myers with wise words: no avatar and no stairway to heaven. So it was kind of the shop rules. Okay. On Saturday Night Live, Bowie won a dress that one time. Well, yeah, I mean the first album or not first, but like an early album, second album.
Oh, hey, I found the Shemp one.
Is that Shemp?
That is Shemp.
All right, good for me. Not too bad. I'm not an expert on Stooges, but of course, I mean, I love the Curly Joe. Was it the short hair guy? That guy, I love it. Everybody loves him.
That's true.
Yeah, he was such a child man.
Yeah.
So everybody liked him.
Yeah.
But my favorite, who my favorite Stooge was? Mo, because he was the leader. I always like leaders.
No avatars and no stairway.
Yeah.
Denied.
Yeah, denied. Now, Groovy Lisa, I admit I do avatar mode a lot, guilty. I do. I mean, for the girls, some women, because of our culture, everything are a little more self-conscious about being on screen, because of everything about women's appearance and blah, blah, blah. So there's a lot of pressure on women for that. So we give you grace. You're under grace, Groovy Lisa.
The grace under pressure?
Yeah, grace under pressure.
Ooh. Wow.
But I mean, you are lovely, Lisa, and so never worry about being on screen. But the other thing is try and get your camera working. Because some people have the camera too high, or so there's only a bit of the person showing. And
you mean like this?
Yeah, hide beneath my name. Oh, hi everyone, and it's going. Oh my God, yeah, like that stuff. You just go, you shake your head.
Hi everyone.
Maybe like the visual media not necessarily.
But I don't think he does that anymore.
Wow, Black Star, so true. Very, very, yeah, really good.
I gotta admit,
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh, Rachel is.
I gotta admit that I'm actually very unlistened into David Bowie from 90s and to the end. I have heard very little from David Bowie then, actually.
Yeah, I'm the same as you, Jorgen. But I know Black Star was great, but it was such a hard thing. Sometimes when a celebrity dies, like a beloved musician, and this was a question that somebody asked you. I think it was maybe it might have been Jeff at Calico Silver, making the point that if somebody dies, do you go closer to the music and play it a lot, or do you back off? I can't even hear them. When Bowie died, I went, I can't even hear that. I don't want to hear it. It's so sad. Really? But when John Lennon died, I was so shocked and sad that I played Lennon all day, just dove right in, couldn't get enough.
It was kind of bizarre when Bowie died, because that was the time when I listened much to David Bowie in the 80s. I think Absolute Beginners is my absolute favorite song by David Bowie. But when it comes to older Bowie, I had just discovered older Bowie back then, and his first albums, and thought I'm going to discover that way more, because I thought it was good. And then he goes and dies just when I started to discover him.
Yeah, but in some ways that makes it more impactful because it helps you identify yourself. Oh my gosh, like I'm a fan. One of the artists I admire and like has passed. Under Pressure, Bowie and Queen, a kind of a troubled session. I understand a little bit of ego play at work, Michael, but I understood that.
Really?
I mean, for my end of things, I love that song, and it's so powerful and great and fun.
I think that one is gravely overrated. Actually, I think that one is.
No, man, no, it rocks. Why can't we give ourselves one more chance? And then the drum solo that comes in there after, it just drives. Crank it, man. Turn it up loud. You know,
imagine if they hadn't done this horrible song, we wouldn't have Vanilla Ice today.
Here, hey Jorgen, did you know that FitToBe directed his last video?
No, I didn't. I didn't know actually that FitToBe had directed anything with David Bowie. FitToBe is a former rap dance artist in Sweden who turned into a video, making music videos.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Jerry.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Jerry Marsden.
That Queen album, Hot Space, was the last straw.
A lot of people don't like it. I know. A lot of people don't like it. But you don't judge the band just on that one album. Come on, Dave. Pick it up, you artist, you. Brenda, do you like David Bowie? Did you ever have any Bowie stuffs?
I like some of his stuff. I do have one Bowie. Let me get it because I don't know the name of it, but it's over here. Chris Brophy sent it to me.
Oh, Chris, good boy. Good work, Chris.
Chris,
another fellow I've got lined up for my interviews. I want to interview Chris.
Oh,
he's a good guy. I like doing the interview things. You know, they're a lot of fun. James Myers, I love Under Pressure, but Fame with Lennon is an underrated classic. It was good. Young Americans came off Young Americans album. Great song.
Okay, Loving the Alien.
Loving the Alien. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's what I have.
Yeah, that's a moody album.
Is it?
I thought so. What do you think, Doc and Jorgen? Loving the Alien.
I haven't heard it. I don't have it. I haven't heard it.
Yeah, it's kind of a moody. It's atmospheric, is how I describe it. If you've heard the song "Loving the," I can't do it. If it was my stream, because I delete all my streams right after. I just play a little bit of it so you get the idea what it is.
Are there any hits?
Freaking great song. Man, talk about a footprint or a template for shoegaze. That would be it. That riff from
even Nirvana
Sold the World.
Covered it, should say.
Nirvana's they did a great job of it too. Oh no, not me. The man who fell to it. Tin Machine. The jury's really out on Tin Machine. People, I wasn't a fan. It's industrial. It's that kind of industrial noise music. But the great connection there with Tin Machine is for Doc Dacus, because the twin sons, the Soupy Sales, are in the band Tin Machine with David. Yeah.
That's a game changer right there. Yeah.
70 Boy is really solid. Just solid. I mean, despite heavy coke abuse and the Berlin sessions and all the rest of it. But Bowie's such an experimental guy and wanting to be involved with different sounds and different things. So that Berlin trilogy is quite different, you know, from everything. Everything's a little different every outing with Bowie.
This is turning into the Bowie Love Fest.
Yeah, it's all right. Sorry, we did like online thing. We were focusing in on XTC this morning.
Look, Dave fixed Soupy's AC. Well, isn't that something?
There are worse artists to celebrate, actually.
Yeah.
No, yeah, very true. And what do you think about, was Soupy nice, Dave? I mean, you've got a good sense of humor. Did Soupy interact with you at all, or it was just thanks and away you went?
He might have encountered Mrs. Soupy.
Mrs. Soupy? Mrs. Soupy?
Yeah.
That sounds, isn't that a state or a river?
Mississippi from Mississippi.
Yeah. Okay. A little
Hey,
nowhere
Greg.
guy. Nice to see you.
Nowhere guy is Greg, and he's from Lancashire, which is
Hi.
up near Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool's in Lancashire.
Yes. That's where the
So
Ford.
he's near Blackpool.
Mhm.
And of course, he's a Beatle fan, hence his title, Nowhere Guy.
Ah. Hmm.
So we always need more Beatle fans around.
Mhm. And more things. So, oh, soup sandwich. Yes. Uh-huh. Which one? Okay. Ooh. So, are we out of Bowie? Shall we move on to someone else?
Sure, absolutely. What would you like to do, Doc?
Yeah, let's see. Who haven't we covered in the last?
Samantha Fox.
Who was that, Jorgen?
Samantha Fox.
Samantha Fox. You want Samantha Fox?
Oh.
Yeah, typical. He's got a bit of a boy brain working, I think, is what I call that.
Yeah. Soupy
I
was
just
friendly.
thought the artist that we least likely would cover.
Oh, this is interesting. So Dave met Soupy at a hotel because they had a comedy club attached. So I had him pictured coming over to Soupy's house.
Me too.
Soupy reading, has cigars downstairs. And, that's where the air conditioning unit is.
33, no. No. Smashing
You know what? The only thing we can do about McCartney 3 is for Doc to show the best cover, the best version of all. There's only one McCartney 3 of all the variants to get, and Doc has as one of a kind. That's the only one I would want. That's the only one. Show the back photo because that's a very powerful. Mary McCartney did this. Mary McCartney.
Not one show without seeing that cover.
It's a popular request, yeah.
Doc, it's
so good. Shoehorn it in every show.
Well, that's the other thing. You got to throw it. Whatever you show, you throw.
Okay, I can do this. I like Bill G's got a topic here. Let's talk about the Ventures and surf rock in particular. How about that?
Wow.
So I've got one Ventures album and I got one Dick Dale album, and that's it. Surf rock is hard to come by up in my part of the world. Like you don't see it in the bins. I'll just flip through and find some anonymous garage band surf sound out of the out of the bins. It's really hard to come across. Craig, who's Indie Disc, he likes Smashing Pumpkins. I don't know why you would want to hurt a pumpkin like that, but that's what he wants to do.
I have a hard time listening to Billy Corgan's squeaky voice, actually.
I liked the song, "Today is the greatest day I've ever heard." And then he's a little ice cream truck video, and I watched that over and over, and I really liked it because it's such a heavy sound.
I prefer Billy Corgan when he's driving NWA wrestling shows.
Oh, see, I liked him when he had his hair. Because
he's the current owner of NWA wrestling organization.
Oh, is he? So he's like you. Now people don't know, but Jorgen is a wrestling savant. It means he's a genius. He just intuits and knows. It's like he's gifted with wrestling. He knows all about wrestling.
He's got little figures somewhere. Little wrestling figures.
Do you?
He does. Jorgen?
Yeah, I have one Roddy Piper. I have two. I think I have 2 or 3 or 4 of the wrestling figures.
Yeah.
Okay, get a couple of them and make them wrestle.
They're a little bit stale.
They've been in their package. Did you pull them out of the plastic original packaging?
I think I only bought one of them new, actually, and that was the Roddy Piper one, and that I have gotten in plastic. 2 of them I got for free, and one of them I have found on second hand.
Christopher loves Smashing Pumpkins. Your fellow Swede loves them. Smashing Pumpkins are freaking awesome. Adore is my favorite album. So you might say Christopher adores Adore.
I used to have melancholy and whatever
Oh,
sad
and the infinite wisdom.
or something like that. I got tired of it. I threw it and it never came back.
Millencolin is a Swedish punk band.
Well, you know my favorite Swedish band, the
Yeah,
Melody
I know.
Club.
Wait,
That's
Yeah,
my
I know.
Melody Club.
I have a very
That is noted.
I've got a very special guest coming up. Can you guess?
I hope it's Van on Wheels. I hope.
Well,
Mr. Mayo.
let's all say, oh boy, I'm gonna meet Beetle Brad.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Yay.
Hey, everybody, do the mouse. Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
go here.
that's a Soupy Sales reference.
Yes. Soupy Sale.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Hello.
Brad, I gotta say, oh my God, it's an honor to be on the same chat as you, Brad. It's an absolute honor.
Wow.
We'll go
God
do this
has
show with
spoken.
Beetle Brad.
God is present.
I look around every time that disembodied voice appears from
Exactly.
the heavens.
Good to see you all. How y'all doing?
Good. Good to see you too. See what you started with the mug thing?
Yeah. How about that? I thought I'd start off a little mugging.
Yes.
It's going very well. A lot of people have done the mug videos.
Yeah, I just wish I had better mugs to show, but
Oh no, you did terrific. I mean, it doesn't have to be, Beatles or Dave Clark 5 or Beach Boys, or just whatever you got.
and that's all I had. Although the Starbucks one,
That was good. That was good.
that's my pride and joy, I guess, right?
Oh yeah. Wow, that's a big size one there. That's a bladder control cup, right?
Ooh.
Now, Beetle Brad, so we've received news. I just found out that Jerry Marsden has passed.
Really? No, I did not know that.
Wow. So I have now, see, I just heard it from James Byers in the Peanut Gallery, and now it is my honor to, you'll always know it was Rachel and Music Man when I found out about Jerry Marsden passing. It was Rachel who told me.
Oh man, yes, thank you.
Just like I owe it to James. I'll always associate James now with Jerry and the Pacemakers.
Yes.
So, Beetle Brad, do you have any Jerry Marsden records?
Oh yeah. I got several, and trying to think. I think I've even got his autograph at one of the events I went to, and so yeah, I met him as well. But I got several of his albums. I've got a lot. Actually, I've got a lot of his videos.
Can you show us maybe one or two Jerry Marsden albums?
Oh yeah, they're
A mile away from where you are.
I had to run down to the Walmart, so
No, we'll leave you where you are then. I would.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
too, actually.
Oh, Freddie and the Dreamers. I love Freddie and the Dreamers too.
Super.
Do the Freddie.
Yeah. What has got Jerry and the Pacemakers on there too?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a double whammy.
very
Double
close and worthy.
So it's got that. How do you do what you do to me?
Oh, it's that one.
Wish
So
I
that
knew
one is-
how you do it to me, and I do
That
it
dance
to you.
is called.
Bum, 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 bum. You
Yeah.
give me a feeling in my heart, oh la la, like an arrow passing through it.
Yeah.
Suppose that you think you're very smart. Oh man,
Dance invented 5 o'clock at night outside of a loo.
Oh wow, we lost our lady friend, other one that was on a few seconds
yeah,
ago.
Miranda's having some technical difficulties.
Oh, okay.
Well,
But yeah, that's the one that How Do You Do It was given to the Beatles. They reluctantly performed it, but a rather lackluster performance by their reckoning. It sounds good to me. But the Beatles, but they went with Please Please Me, and that became number one too, so it became a bit of a hit.
number one, and he was right.
Jerry Marsden, I think he was the best guitar player of the early English groups. He was a bit of a legend in the Liverpool.
There she is. There she is.
Sorry, my camera just decided to kaput out of there. So
Did you know you were on with the great Beetle Brad?
I saw him. Hello.
Good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Yeah, I just recently subscribed, so I got into your channel. It's great.
Oh, and Miranda did a cup video. I haven't seen it yet, but she's done a cup video, by the way.
She did. She did. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Whoa!
Doc, you don't count. It's expected. It is expected that you would do a cup video. But Miranda's was above and beyond the Call of Duty. She didn't have to do it. She went and made a cup video. Jorgen, would you ever consider doing a cup video of your cups?
I first of all, I don't drink coffee. So I hardly have any cups. I have one with Homer Simpson, and that is basically all.
Oh, yeah, that's
it
right.
would be a pretty short video, so I think I passed.
Yeah, it would be.
Great idea, though.
You know what? A lot of these videos, a lot of what we do is like comedy and stuff. All you'd have to do, I'm here for Beatle Brad. I'm, here to support you. That's all it's about. And then you go like this. You'd have one sip out of your Homer Simpson cup so people see it, and then you put it down, the screen goes black, you're out. 20-second thing, you just go boom, boom, and then people, that wins. People laugh. They go, man, that is funny. I like that.
Yeah.
And,
Short and sweet, yeah.
followed by the phrase, "Go!"
It's like that scene in the Ruddles, and they go, we asked the professor at Cambridge what he thought of the Ruddles. And you see the guy get up with his glass. He's got all his books around him. And he goes to the door and he just closes the door on the camera.
That was great, wasn't it?
That's all you need, man. That's it. That's a physical boom, 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 gag.
The Ruddles one's terrific. I love that first movie. And the second one's good too. But yeah, I love them both. They're really good. If you guys haven't seen them, for any of the viewers, yeah, definitely check out the Ruddles. They're absolutely hilarious. All you need is cash.
All you need is, I saw it when it debuted. It was a big deal. So me and my friends, we all sat around in the living room watching it.
Wow. Did you really?
Now, in other news, it looks like Miranda digs Sinatra, says Michael Valentini. And Miranda responds,
Sure.
I didn't need.
you got to laugh after, though, because you LOL'd it. Okay, so how'd you get into Frank, Old Blue Eyes? How did that happen?
Well, I don't know. I used to always watch Turner Classic Movies, and musicals were a big thing when I was growing up, and so Guys and Dolls, he was in it, and I just got obsessed.
He's fantastic. I've got a lot of Frank Sinatra. My parents saw him lots of times in concert, but yeah, Frank Sinatra is pretty cool.
Okay, hang on. I'm working on my Sinatras.
And now the end is near. Her white face.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of Brad.
That was Buddy, my dog.
Yeah, the second Ruddles movie was mostly made up of old footage. It was just strung along with a little bit of. It wasn't very good, but yeah. But
Ruddles is brilliant. Ruddles is brilliant.
Not so much.
But it's funnier the more you know about the Beatles. The more you know about the Beatles, the funnier it is.
Yeah. And they rode the go-karts to fame.
Here's my one Frank Sinatra album.
Ooh,
Nice.
there it is. Oh, Nancy.
Yeah, well, it's my only Sinatra, but Frank appears on it. Frank does the creepy. They do the creepy mother-daughter, and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid.
Oh, yeah, but
Like I love you.
I love that song.
That's a
I
great
know,
one.
but people call it stupid because people go, it's kind of creepy because it's like a father-daughter looking at each other.
Yeah, but you're not.
Blue eyes. It has been. Listen, I'm not the first to mention it. I'm just putting it out.
It's a classic. I mean, it's a terrific song. Nowadays people want to look into everything.
Well, then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid, like I love Beatle Brad. Yeah, there you go.
We're gonna save this for later. We'll make a. Oh, what's that? Hang on.
It's Frank.
Oh, it is Frank. 1939. The lamp.
1939, Frank. There weren't even Bobby Soxes around at that time.
No, there's more. There's more. Tommy Dorsey.
Tommy Dorsey with Frank Sinatra singing with Dorsey's band.
And
I remember the Robbie Williams version, Stephen. I saw that with Nicole.
And I also have the one where he sing the album with that Quincy Jones is orchestra is arranging.
Nice.
Then we go and spoil it all by not social distancing.
Like,
The problem with me and Frank Sinatra is that I like Frank Sinatra's early years, and then after the 40s and 50s, it became a little too much entertaining music instead of jazz. So I prefer his early days.
I didn't see that one, Miranda.
I just recently picked up the Classics one, which is a 2-album set of Frank Sinatra. It's a blue cover with Frank, and it's a 180 gram, and boy, is that beautiful sounding. Man, that's smooth. Uh-oh, she's up. She's going to go get it, ladies and gentlemen.
Stop, can you social distance us? If you hit the thing again, we'll spread apart a little bit.
Yeah, that one. Isn't that fantastic?
That's a classic album.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
Oh, yeah, that's really good. I love it. I mean, I like it. My wife even likes it. I'm like, oh, my God. I found something she likes.
Fly me to the moon.
I also like High Hopes from the movie Hole in My Head.
Yeah.
A Hole in the Head.
Anything to keep
Strangers in the Night.
Strangers in the night.
Jorgen.
Oh, I thought that was Dean Martin. Wasn't
I
it?
think Frank covered it too.
Strangers in the night.
Frank did it too, but yeah, Dean Martin did it as well.
Yeah, I'm thinking more that's a Dean Martin thing. Oh, what's this? Michael Valentine says he invented the concept album? Concept? Really?
I didn't know that.
Maybe with Watertown.
What would that be? Like, what makes it a concept album?
Like it's a story. Like I don't know.
Oh, like the Who's Tommy. Oh.
Or Horton Hears a Who. Same one, right?
Yeah. Horton Hears a Who is a definite concept album sound.
It rocks, you know.
Jorgen is letting out his inner Sinatra. You're a crooner, Jorgen. We found your niche.
Can
Sorry,
you do it for us, Jorgen?
Now the end is near. I'm my final curtain.
There you go.
I'm going to rename it Jorgen Sing.
Jorgen's going to be making a CD real soon. That'd be great.
Miranda's
I'll
got
come
Les
Monday.
Paul hanging back there too. Miranda, you got a Les Paul going too in the background.
Yeah, I have an Epiphone under a bed somewhere too. But this is Watertown, which is what Michael was talking about. It's his concept album. It was produced by Bob Gaudio, who was a part of the Four Seasons.
Oh,
Yeah.
Great.
I got Four Seasons album in the collection. I have to have that.
Oh yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm looking to get that 20th anniversary collection, but I can't get a hold of it for the moment.
So what year did that album come out, Miranda?
Let me see.
So we check our records.
It's a trivia question.
So much pressure.
Yeah,
No
really.
pressure.
We're making these on camera.
Time's up.
I don't know.
Groovy Lisa thinks it's 1970s.
Yeah, it's on my Discogs. I
Tune in next week, boys and girls, when we'll have the answer for you.
You'll need your decoder rings to figure it out.
That's right, yeah. And your
Ring.
box of Ovaltine.
Yeah, 1970.
I lost my decoder ring.
I got a good Frank Sinatra story for you.
Oh, wait a minute. We have more news. Billy Idol was in a bad motorcycle crash.
Who was?
Billy Idol.
Oh, wow, really? My
No,
goodness.
it's years ago.
Oh, really?
That was a big story.
Well,
Oh, in the 90s. Oh.
yeah,
it
but
was
when you
a
got
big
Windows 93, it's kind of
Gotcha.
Exactly. Oh my God.
when you got Windows 93, it's a slow process. You know, you kind of get the information later, you know.
Wow. What's this? Frank was supposed to play Dirty Harry?
I've heard somewhere that also.
I heard he wanted to play, I think, the Joker on Batman.
Rachel.
Oh, coming back. Okay, I got it there. Good. Bingo.
Is it that one that went to Cesar Romero instead?
It could be. Well, it seems to me I heard it somewhere. But,
Because I can see that he would compete with Jack Nicholson.
Oh no! This was back in the '60s, the Adam West style Batman.
Yeah, I heard Frank Sinatra
Cesar
was supposed
Romero.
to play Batman. Is that true, Doug?
No. I think he was supposed to play the Joker, or wanted to play the Joker. I went to Cesar Romero instead.
Yeah, and Caesar, of course, famously refusing to lose the mustache as part of his branding.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know about that till years after.
Yeah, as little kids, we don't really notice this stuff.
I didn't notice
Like,
it.
I never pay any attention to it as a kid. You just go, oh, he's the Joker. It's that face there.
To me, Cesar Romero is Peter Stavros in Falcon Crest.
And as Miranda says, Frank Sinatra he founded Reprise.
Mm.
And a lot of great acts have been on the Reprise label.
They sure have.
Steamboat. Those with CCR was, you could get the Steamboat with CCR, I remember.
VCR?
VCR.
There you go.
Oh, no, Ted Wax. Put away those old newspapers.
Oh.
What a
Those
sensation.
old newspapers.
What a
God.
sensation.
Oh, okay, hold on. This guy's the ruffian. This Neil Sedaka cat. I'm telling you, I'm not a fan of this guy.
Not a Neil Sedaka person. Come on now.
Yeah, because here's the deal. Us Beatle people are going to form a solid ring of protection, a cone of protection right around the Beatle Brad residence. And so that Sedaka, that bully will not get anywhere near our beloved Brad.
That's right. Yeah.
I used to be such a Neil Sedaka fan until I heard that he was a ruffian. Now I don't like him near as much.
I organized a Neil Sedaka album burning thing, and we all yelled, and the record store kids, if you've got your Neil Sedaka records, burn those.
Don't forget to burn them down.
Yeah. You know what Neil Sedaka has said. Now you need to burn them.
Yeah, so we know that there's controversy there.
It's gonna come over and say, "Oh, Beatle Brad, I was such a fool."
Whoa.
He'd probably punch me out too when he gets to the door. Probably.
Yeah, you'll take him. Yeah, I know you'll take him because he's a bully's always packed down if you stand up to him.
Kind of like the Mike Tyson one, down goes Frazier, down goes Frazier. To be like, down goes Neil Sedaka.
Down goes Beatle Brad.
Hi, Harry.
Oh, Harry's here. Cool. Harry. I want to know what the big deal is.
Miranda's got a very good Frank Sinatra collection. Mike goes in the Wee Small Hours for 55 was a concept album. Miranda goes, I got that one as well. So the lady's got everything. Well, not everything. Frank has a big discography, but maybe you do have everything.
Got a cool Frank Sinatra story for you.
Well, hold on. I want to see how many Sinatras in Miranda's collection. Ballpark.
24.
Whoa.
That's massive.
59. I made it a mission to get all of them. And then after that, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Wow.
Work on
It can be
Dino.
a little hard to get all of them. There are really many.
Clint Eastwood is 90 years old.
Pretty nice. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Not that one, the one above that.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah,
one.
this here, I tried to sell all my Sedaka records after I heard the Beatle Brad story, but they wouldn't take them either. Because they had heard the story too. So
that's because they heard the story too at the record store.
It's a small community, the music-loving people and the musicians, and everybody knows. So if you mess up, then it becomes viral knowledge.
It really does.
So Neil Sedaka is now hated by the vinyl community.
He's known as a bully.
Yeah, just for making wants to punch out Beatle Brad. No, we
It's
can't.
unacceptable. You cannot take out one of our own and expect to get away with it.
That's right.
The vinyl community mob.
Yeah.
Yeah, we circle around the wagons. We circled the wagons
posse.
with
The
a
VC
defensive
posse.
circle.
My brother would have been proud, that's for sure, knowing that people were so much against Neil Sedaka. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
only 6 thumbs up. What? Punch that button there. Yeah, come on.
There you go.
No, Sedaka is innocent. Free Sedaka. Punches matter.
So have you all had the chance to listen to McCartney 3's new album? And what, I mean, since I got y'all here talking, what do y'all think?
Well, what, McCartney 3?
Yeah.
The box is nice. Everybody's doing fun things with the box.
Yeah, I got an awesome video coming up on McCartney 3. I've been holding off because I'm waiting on a few more things, and I'm ready to blow your socks off Friday. Or either Thursday or Friday, I've got a video coming out. It's about a 2-hour video on my McCartney 3 stuff.
Yeah, Joe Mayo's been going one by one, working through it and showing different things happening.
Yeah, that gets tiring after a while.
Lisa, we don't punch. We're the victims. We're the Sedaka. We are the Sedaka victims.
We are
You know
the
what they say,
victims. We are the ones.
We are together by an overly violent Neil.
Instead of we are the world, we're going to make up my own Neil Sedaka anthem.
Miranda's cam froze again. She gives up.
It could be your drivers in your computer with the camera. Make sure everything's updated to the latest, and we might be good to go.
Yeah.
And then check what browser you're using.
Bill helps too.
Yeah. Yeah, that Windows 3.1 has
the
to be.
computer is allergic to Frank Sinatra.
Okay.
No computer is allergic to Frank.
Where is my Neil Sedaka?
Oh no! Time to go. Well, good to see everybody.
Yeah, run for the hills.
Who's getting a Neil Sedaka album?
Doc.
Oh no.
Doc, that's very insulting to Beatle Brad and those of us who know that Neil is an aggressor. Oh no, there he is.
Yeah.
It's the only one I had. It's the only one I
That's how
had.
he looked when he went all violent. The man's a very violent person.
I have it because it's very nice arranged.
That's your excuse, and you're sticking to it.
Oh no. Ooh.
Oh no.
Ooh.
That's just awful. It really is.
This is kind of like blasphemy, even just to have this. Right?
It is.
You know what? I'm going to Google and see if there's any more stories of Neil Sedaka being violent.
Beatle, but I guess you understand now that it's 2 less in the posse.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
But is it not amazing that Neil Sedaka and Beatle Brad look pretty much the same? Ooh.
No.
No comparison or
Yeah, they're like twinsies. Look at that.
No.
They could pass for twinsies.
I'm much nicer. I don't punch.
No, you just strangle.
No, he gets his
all
lawyer.
other comparisons are a coincidence.
What am I missing over here? While I was hunting.
Oh, wow. Neil Sedaka gives his answers to our probing questions.
Wow.
What Neil Sedaka didn't tell you about breaking up, oh my gosh, apparently he actually broke her nose, but he changed the lyrics so that he could get out on the mark. What? The stuff I'm learning right here. Breakup has hard to do with apologies. Somebody's apologizing to Sedaka.
Rachel, how do you sleep at night knowing all this?
Man, well, I'm learning right now because I'm inspired and I'm out there on the interwebs reading all about his violent past.
Rachel's
A Beatle Brad story.
going to be running through the town with a torch next.
Well, and I'm getting my fellow villagers to reach the castle.
Yeah, that's right.
Brad, tell your Sinatra story.
Oh yeah, your Sinatra story.
Okay.
Yeah. My Sinatra story?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this is kind of a good one. I figured you guys would like this. Actually, I'm a car buff, big car buff. Also, I'm a classic car judge and all that kind of stuff. And as my profession. I shoot photography for classic car magazines and stuff like that. One of my friends owns Frank Sinatra's Bentley.
Ooh.
And it's really cool because the Bentley has a plate. It's by the kick plate. When you open up the door, it says, from Dean Martin to Frank Sinatra. Merry Christmas.
Oh, it was a
Oh, wow.
Well, no, no.
When you got that kind of money, right? Here's a card for Christmas.
Yeah, happy birthday. I take that back. I'm sorry. We're Christmas mode. So it's really cool. But yeah, it's got the kick plate and everything, and it says to Frank Sinatra and all. That's really cool.
You know, this does remind me of the Seinfeld episode where George Costanza had John Voight's car, but it turned out it was just like a chiropractor or a dentist or something. It wasn't the John Voight, the actor, but they thought it was John Voight's car.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but later on, didn't they find a pencil that was chewed on? They said, John Voight chewed on this pencil.
Yeah. Yeah, in the glove compartment.
Yes, yes.
Now, Doc, because you've got your cool Marvel shirt, but when you do that, it looks like you're kind of like Bowser from Oceania. Kind of a tough guy. Like intimidating Frank's, not Frank, you won't intimidate Frank, but you're intimidating. Oh, now that's a classic cover.
What's he got?
He's got Spider-Man and Green Goblin. This is a classic cover.
This one I bought yesterday on the thrift store. In Sweden, Spider-Man was called Spindelmannen.
Spindelman.
Spindelmannen.
Wow.
That's a classic illustration from, I think it was Spider-Man Spectacular. It was a one-off special issue back in the 60s.
This is a special comic album released by Atlantic.
Yeah, I know, Ringo, but what I'm trying to tell you is that the cover is a motif, a pastiche to that earlier album comic.
Yeah.
Rachel, you've got a fantastic collection of Marvel.
Oh yeah, we got our stuff.
You do.
She's looking up that same cover, I guess.
Yeah, like it appeared in the old issues and stuff.
It's amazing that you can. Yep, it's this one. It's like an encyclopedia. Yeah, this one.
There you go.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there you go. So here's how it originally this is a reissue of the original. So there's what Jorgen just showed.
Oh, look at that!
Wow.
So it's a classic kind of comic cover, and I can probably get the larger issue because inside here they reproduce the larger covers from back in the day.
Wow.
Oh, young Gwen Stacy.
It's Spindelmannen.
Ooh, Mysterio. Gosh, these were great covers back in the day.
The artwork is incredible, isn't it?
Well, John Romita, but here's the.
There we go.
The Spectacular Spider-Man, you see?
No color yet. Whoa.
Yeah. No, it was done. This was an experimental series. They had done two. So the first one was this. The idea was to reach an older audience. So the Spectacular Spider-Man here was the first issue. And then this was the second. This one here is really interesting because Spidey loses the battle.
Oh, no.
And he's nearly killed in the episode, but things turn around in his favor towards the end.
Wow.
He's small as it go back, yeah.
But look,
how much do you want, Rachel? How much do you want for that collection of comic books? It looks very impressive.
It's too much. It's too much.
Very impressive, though. Very nice collection.
There must be.
So, and it wasn't all the one. I mean, they went on. I just wanted the first 100 issues of Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, the Mighty Thor, Captain America's separate because there's not and the Avengers. So these are the ones I read the most often as a kid. And then separately, other ones I collect. I had Silver Surfer issue number 1, number 4. I collected the first 7 or so Silver Surfers from back in 67, 68.
And you know what? I'm not even a Marvel guy.
You like DC?
I'm a DC guy. But
I got some DC, of course.
I just hadn't wore the shirt in probably months, so I wanted to fit in. You know. Oh, what's Jorgen got?
Oh, that looks good.
This is a guide, the complete guide to Spider-Man and his world. It's a guide to comics from the beginning and all the way to when this was released, and it is about villains, about friends, about storylines, and how it developed through the years.
Yeah.
And I bought it at the book sellout that the
Hey,
year
Joe.
we have here.
Joe's here. Marvel rules.
Okay, now.
Hey,
Oh,
Joe.
that's good. There you go. Spidey versus the Hulk.
Woo.
Hello, Joe. How's it going?
That's very nice.
So this one is
Jorgen,
highly
indeed.
recommended if you find it.
I've never seen that one before. Must be only in Sweden.
No. It'll be over here with an English title.
Oh yeah.
It's a couple of years old, so it should have been in USA. It's by Matthew K. Manning. So it should be released in USA.
So these are the black and white reprints of them. But I love this group. I always like the drama, the melodrama. So you can't call it drama, but the melodrama of DC and the way they illustrated them and did the stories. They were so full of vim and vigor. And, you know, of course, I'm transgender. So who do I love? I love Supergirl. So, I'm a big Supergirl fan. And not only am I a Supergirl fan, but then I've got all these other type of Supergirl books. So we come over here. Ooh, this was a big deal. Crisis on Infinite Earths.
That was a big deal. Yeah.
But look at this. Look at this.
Pretty super.
God. Oh my God. Okay, I'm not going to show them all. I'll just show you a bit. So of course the character gets reimagined over the years. Supergirl. This is great art.
Are you disappointed she got canceled?
No, I don't follow them anymore. I don't buy them, you know, but it's just kind of fun, you know. Oh, and this was really good. Michael Turner, a great artist, passed away, sadly, cancer, I believe. But there you go. The Legion of Superheroes again. I love those old characters. Lots of fun. But yeah, lots of Supergirl stuff and Legion of Superheroes. So, you know, I'm a kid at heart, right? I like the Metal Man.
I love
and they had a girl Metal Man too. One of them was a girl type robot.
Where is she there? Oh,
Got
she's
a bunch of them.
yeah. Well, there she
I'm
is.
going to have to. My battery is getting lower, so I'm going to have to sign out now.
Okay.
No, Jorgen, we're just starting to get into comic books. Okay.
Yeah,
Good to see you,
the
Jorgen.
problem is that I'll see if I can move. If in that case, I have to move so I can have the loader in the telephone.
No problem.
Bye, Jorgen. Good to see you.
Again.
No, I see if I can do something, arrange something.
Oh, okay.
While he's arranging, let's get Jack's tracks up.
Hello.
Do you have any comic books to show, Jack?
I don't. I feel very out of place. I don't have any.
no.
Hey, Jack.
Look what I got, Jack.
Wow, that's exciting.
1967 with trains and rockets and airplanes and everything.
Wow.
There's a British release. UK only. Brought back from England for me.
Oh my gosh! You know, somebody just hit the doorbell. Somebody's at the door. I gotta go. Find out
No,
who it
Beetle
is.
Brad, no, Beetle Brad, don't leave
I'll
us.
come back. I'll come back if I can. Okay.
Oh man, come
Oh
on.
my God, I'm going to meet you, Brad. It's an honor.
Stay safe, everybody in the vinyl community. Let me go see who it is, and maybe I'll come back.
No. Oh no.
What a show. We're really pulling out all the stops.
Amazing. And you know what? This is the first time I've ever had.
Now
It's a right-
I ain't just as movable as I was back then, because now the charger is in the telephone while I'm filming.
What if it's Richard Dolan at the door?
Okay, so Stephen Stee announcing to Doc.
Yes. That's
Matt
it.
Steve's show will be coming up later.
As soon as I come on, everybody starts to leave. So
No, it's not. We're not going anywhere. We are having the best stream. We're having a lot of fun. We got comics and rock and roll and rickets.
Yeah, and don't forget the
mugs and coffee, and we got Marvel shirts and everything.
I want to know what dollar store Robert P. got his mugs from.
Robert did really well because he had a really nice collection of goodies.
Yes, I got them at the dollar store, and I'm like, what?
Dead Wax leaving too. He's got to go fix a car or something.
there we go, everybody. Come on, everyone.
Neil Sedaka is at Brad's door. Warren.
Yeah, that's what
Oh, that's horrible. How you doing, Jack? What have you been listening to in your record world?
I just went to a record store actually this morning, which was pretty fun.
What did you buy me?
What did you find?
I got a lot of cream. I definitely boosted the cream production.
Do you like coffee? Do you put that in your coffee, or are you talking about?
Yeah,
the music?
I put a lot of the cream in my coffee. Yeah.
Oh no! Look at Jack is here. Gotta go.
Hey, Dad, well, you stop that.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, boy, oh boy. Jack is losing tracks of everyone.
Got it on record.
Okay, show us your Cream albums.
Oh, I can get them if you would like.
Please, we want to see them.
Remember, it's show and tell on these things.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's the thing. The kids want to see the rickets.
Yeah, you got it. What's this? I got my non-Beatles mugs at the dollar store. My Beatles came straight from England. Oh, then I misunderstood. I thought the Beatles ones were found at the dollar store.
Oh, and Harry's got a nice compliment for Jorgen. This kid's got great taste. Here you go, Jorgen. See? See? Lots of people like your stuff.
There you go.
And Dad says he's here because Jack is here. He's
Thank you, Ray. It means a lot. This is Live Cream Volume 2. So these are all of the ones that I picked up today. So,
hold it up. So hold it so we can look and see what we're seeing here.
Of Live Cream Volume 2.
Yeah.
Back of it.
Okay, good.
Great. Yeah, it's got like so the original Live Cream is there's not really much popular material on that one, but this has like what White Room, Sunshine of Your Love, all that kind of stuff.
Jack, rock songs for a Taylor by Jack Bruce.
Okay, I don't think I saw that one while I was there.
Ooh, that he's challenging you.
Yeah, that's Michael. He can be tough. He knows music. Now, isn't that a great album cover?
Best of Cream, right? There's a huge seam split between this, but I never take the sleeves out or the outer sleeve off of it. So.
Yeah, you know, just get it. Listen, I got my repair kit. What do I use? I use my glue gun for all that stuff.
Yeah.
I got a glue gun somewhere here.
Last one I picked up that's cream today was Fresh Cream.
Oh, that's a great album. That's a classic right there.
Yeah. I Feel Free is just such a great song. So
now, do you have a favorite member in this band of Cream?
Do I have a favorite member? I don't know. Ginger Baker's guitar style Ginger Baker's drum style. I'm getting all mixed up. Is really kind of inspirational for me as a drummer. I love his kind of drum style. I really like that kind of stuff. Jack Bruce, though, as a bassist, is also like kind of very inventive and very innovative. So I like all of the. It's a great power trio. And then Eric Clapton, obviously one of the most famous guitar players of all time. So you really can't go wrong with Cream. So
okay, but don't do heroin. I'm telling you, don't do heroin.
That would be bad.
These youngsters, they want to emulate their rock idols, and then bad things can happen.
Yes, bad things can happen.
Look at this.
Interesting is that during this week, Rachel has made me feel very young again, but now I'm going to make myself feel very old again. When I was in your age, Jack, I could hardly repair a cassette tape.
Yeah, I don't think cassettes are really not my thing. I mean, I've had like 2 of them, and I have a really cheap cassette deck, but I don't know. Something about cassettes for me is just, I hate them. I don't know why, but they don't work for me.
Yeah, Jack Groovy Lisa says, stay in school and focus on your studies.
I'm
Yeah, good.
it's the weekend, so she's that's a groovy Lisa thing, I guess.
Yeah, you don't want to grow up and be like TJR or something like that.
Yeah, she's giving you good advice to help you in with your career.
Mhm.
So you can do music as your hobby while you're making high-end big business deals as you're running Wall Street and ruling the world.
I have no doubt he will.
Yeah, it's going to be him, and Carson will be the VP. I'm sure that's what we're in our future collectively. Jeff Beck was not great in Cream Dead Wax. Don't try and trick me. Jeff Beck is a different group altogether. He was in the Yardbirds.
No, he's saying he was great. He was great.
Yeah, but he's not great in Cream. He wasn't in the band Cream. Don't let him trick you too, Doc.
I've been tricked. I've been had.
And Dead Wax, Gigi Allen was a very bad role model. Don't say that either. You're leading us all astray. Especially, I'm worried mostly about Jorgen. He's very young and impressionable.
Well, speaking of young,
I'm very easy to manipulate.
Woo!
Hi, Beatle Boy. We love Beatle Boy Mason.
Now it's a stream. Now it's a stream. We got Beetle Boy.
Yes, there we go.
I have a wrench on Beetle Boy's channel, so that
Yes, because I know I can trust Jack with the wrench because he's not a troll,
I'm not a troll. Yes, I'm not a troll.
but Carson is. So
I have
I
not
love
I'm not a
Carson.
troll.
I'll look for it.
Hi, Mason. There's one of your fans there.
Hi, Miranda.
Yeah, he was in the house.
So I picked up some records yesterday.
Oh, good. You got some records. Let's see some records.
Ricketts. You got Ricketts.
Yeah, Ricketts. Yeah.
I have an entire collection right here that is just all used like stuff that I've been trying to sell off to like trade in for other stuff.
Okay. Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh,
Great.
And look at the
Didn't you show that a couple of days ago in the car?
Yes, precisely yesterday.
uh-huh.
But some people haven't seen them yet.
It's fresh. It's fresh.
Where did you get
I
them?
thought you had bought a new copy, a third copy.
Which one? Where did you get them, Beetle Boy?
A multitude of Barnes and Noble and Walmart.
Nice.
Because
I would go for the big guns and actually use an actual record store, but I don't have any in my area. And I was out in the city, so I figured I'd do a little shop around, see what they had.
It takes days and days and pack a lunch to get to a record store where Mason.
Oh, and that's not all. What else did I get?
This camera is just not really satisfying me today.
I'm satisfied.
I got John Lennon.
A little lower though.
That's a good one.
Nah, well, it's really not. Walls and Bridges is better. Walls and Bridges and Mind Games are both better. I
don't know
think.
about Mind Games. Maybe Walls and Bridges, but not Mind Games.
Oh, Rachel, did you hear that?
What's that? He doesn't like Walls and
Jack
Bridges.
just said that Mind Games is no good.
Oh, it's not
Oh,
great.
it's my favorite. Yeah, I would disagree with that.
Mind Games is the second best John solo album behind Walls and Bridges.
Or Mason lives, he watched his dog run away for 3 days. There he goes. I need a binocular to watch the rest.
And that's not all, because, I'm going to be hopping on Amazon to browse for some more stuff. First and foremost, I want to get all the Pink Floyd albums that I want. And, I have Dark Side of the Moon on the wall already. I won't Wish You Were Here and Animals next.
And that just about completes it, right?
Which one?
Well, Joe, that's your own opinion. There's just too many songs on Mind Games that are just that are just redeemable. Because the song Mind Games, One Day at a Time, Out the Blue, Intuition is a very underrated song on that album, I think.
The thing kicks, man. Mind Game's the best.
And that's just the weakest of the three.
In my opinion, though, because Walls and Bridges is my favorite. Because you don't get it very often where you get a John solo album where he's just writing from the perspective of having fun. Just go in the studio and crank out something fun.
Robert spending the stimulus money. I'm more McCartney 3, Robert. There's lots to get yet. Hi, Alvin. Alvin!
My favorite chipmunk. We
Yeah.
all love Alvin.
Okay.
Oh, that was perfect. Oh man.
I'm going to go continue. I'm going to go continue listen to John Townley make a little blog response on it, and then I'm going to hit the bed. I'm going to check out now.
Oh, okay.
We love you. You
Thank
have
you for
the very
coming.
best.
Thank you for
Jorgen
today.
is here. Yay! Thank you for coming. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yep. Night.
Jorgen, everybody.
Yeah, everybody loves Jorgen.
Everybody, yes.
Okay, so the documentary I'm looking for is called "This Is Pop," and if you got Prime, it's available. So, but I got to see if it's on the Canadian version. So I got to sign into the Canadian.
Well, yeah, I know, Joe, but what he ironically, some of the music that he came up with on that album sounded very fun and just back to basics rock and roll. And again, whatever gets you through the night, Number 9 Dream to some extent, Sweet Bird of Paradise.
I feel like someone should be showing it while you're talking about it. Hold on.
Especially the song "Going Down on Love." That's definitely one that just sounds like it's just for fun and games.
Are we
There
done
we
talking
go.
about it, or should I keep showing it?
Oh no, just hang on to it. Just freeze, just like that. There you go.
I love it too, Joe. As I've said, it's my favorite solo Lennon album. And Mind Games is my second favorite.
What's Joe's favorite?
It's so complete that it even has a label on the label. That's
Yeah,
how.
I was going to ask about that. Whoops, wrong one. What is that little label about?
It's I guess the previous owner of it. I bought it used.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep.
It's the new way of marking your records. Instead of writing on it, now you put a label on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jack, I listened to some Rush recently.
What did you think?
Fly By Night so far is amazing.
Yeah. Did you listen to all 3 of them in the archive series?
Not yet. I've only done Fly By Night.
Yeah, it's a great album. It's. Hold on, I'll be right back.
It reminded me of. It reminded me a little bit of Led Zeppelin, just a little bit.
Ooh, wow. So somebody tried to convince me today that Meet the Flintstones and Robert Plant's Big Log were pretty much the same song. I says, I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what makes it so interesting, Paul, is that it, coming right off of the creativeness of Imagine and to some extent portions of Mind Games, John just wanted to go back and do some rock and roll again. Simple rock and roll. I mean, you got Elton John on Whatever Gets You Through the Night and Sweet Bird of Paradise on vocals, believe it or not, because even though it doesn't credit him on there, I can definitely hear him on that song. But also with that, Going Down on Love is a fantastic rocker to open the album with, and
Mind Games.
Yeah, so how can you say he did not have fun making that album?
well, he didn't. I think he was writing from that perspective to try to bring a little bit more positivity into his life at that time because he was just that was during the Lost Weekend thing. We all know about that.
Yep. The chickens are coming and I just can't hide.
So you liked Fly By Night, Beetle Boy?
Yes.
That's
Reminded
good.
me. What I've heard so far reminds me a bit in spirit of Led Zeppelin.
That's kind of their early stuff. I would say the self-titled album and Fly By Night is kind of in spirit of
Day Tripper?
Hi Craig. Of Zeppelin. They called it like the Canadian Zeppelin on those 2 records. I would say that's probably right. What was your favorite track on the record? Was it the title track, Fly By Night?
Oh, I loved everything.
Yeah. That's the best one in the archive series for me. The next one
Well,
is
when I told at the time when I announced that I wanted to start playing what I had from them, so I could get an opinion on them. Patrick was there, and he suggested do Fly By Night first, and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And I did that one, and I was planning on getting to the other two, but the holidays hit, and then yada yada yada.
So did you get your turntable set up? I'm very late on this. So
All except for the anti-skateway. Me and Anthony are going to work on that
Okay.
at some point.
great. So you're not
But-
playing the Crossley.
Oh, looky here.
Oh no, the Crossley's sitting on the floor over there. I'm about to take a shotgun to it.
Craig,
Everyone
is
can
it
have
your birthday?
Yeah.
Is it day trip? He shares the day with Anthony. Anthony AGK is having his birthday today too. January 3rd.
Wow. Happy birthday to everyone.
Happy birthday.
I did
Wow.
not know this until-
We'd rather sing you say it's your birthday.
I did not know this until like the day I got this, which was yesterday. But apparently, original pressings of this did not have the sticker on the front.
No, they did not.
It was just completely
Just
blank.
Yeah, just completely just bricks.
So technically, if I want to do this right, I could peel the sticker off, and then it could be just like the original.
But is that gonna pull the paper off of the sleeve?
Yeah, that
Well,
could.
I don't think it will because they made it like a sticker to peel off.
Okay. Should we peel it off now and see what happens?
Oh, wow.
This is
Yeah. I think I'm going to leave it on for a while. I still don't want to take any risks with this one. I mean, it is brand new.
Do it on live television right now. He's working on it. He's working on it. You can stick it on the back of your wall too.
Okay, you know what? Actually, I don't think this was meant to peel off because it's not coming off very easily.
Yeah.
Now you've ruined it. Oh no.
Just don't poke your tweeter.
No, I haven't ruined it. It's still in pristine condition.
Yeah. Dead Wax and I are on the same page. He said the same thing when he pushed in his tweeter. He's go, what's this? Pop.
Oops.
But
Those
of these two records, I'd have to say, come on, nothing beats out Dark Side of the Moon. I don't care what it is by Pink Floyd.
Dark Side's
Nothing
better
beats out
album.
Dark
I
Side of the Moon.
agree. Yeah, Dark Side's better.
Seminal albums. Yeah.
Especially the second side with Money and Us and Them. It's like those are two of the biggest standout tracks on that album.
Time. Listen to solo guitar solo. Play
Time
it
is
over
good
and
too.
over.
Time's great. Time
Play
and
the solo over
Great
and
Gig in
over.
the Sky or something like. But it's a Great Gig in the Sky. I gotta remember if I'm getting that title right.
Digging around on a piece of ground in your home.
Yeah, Great Gig in the Sky. That's great. Money, I love that. Us and Them, absolutely magic right there.
There's a lot of magic.
Believe in magic in a young girl's house.
You don't see that album in the bargain bin very often.
Oh fuck no!
Hell,
Oh,
Hey,
sorry.
Beetle Boy, language.
I forget we have a kid here. I'm my
Well,
apologies.
no,
Yeah.
everybody. I can understand using the F-bomb if you're upset or you're frustrated, but if you're just throwing it out
Change the
with,
subject.
hey, I'm not even,
Let's
to be
change the
cool.
subject.
Come on, man.
The hat is legendary. It's iconic.
Yeah, metal's great too. They're all good. The Pink Floyd
hat?
discography is very strong.
Oh, my hat legendary. I bought this for $4.
better than both.
It's iconic. It's a great hat. It's a great hat, Mason.
Happy New Year.
You would look good in a suit with that. If you wore that, it would be like a
You
Christmas.
know what I'm
Carol
ashamed
kind of
about
thing.
on this album, and this isn't really this pressing, but the fact
It's a
that
good album.
Imagine apparently they didn't believe Imagine was good enough to be a gatefold release.
Oh,
Oh.
Come on.
shame.
I mean, I like Walls and Bridges and Mind Games better than this album, but Imagine, just for the song Imagine being on this alone, it deserves a gatefold.
I
I-
picked this.
I don't think it was a gatefold ever. I don't think it was.
No, not just this release. It never was. Which
That's
it
not a good
shocked
one.
me.
Jack
And
has
neither Mind Games was never a gatefold.
Hold on, I'm not going full avatar mode. I'm just gonna quickly grab something.
Oh.
Wish You Were Here is a great album.
And don't forget Animals.
I got animals too. I got okay now.
From
Pink
what I've
Floyd.
heard, I've heard parts of Animals, and from what I've heard of it, it's brilliant.
Then you know, there was a stretch of about 4 albums there that they could do no wrong. You know, I think Animals might have been their last great one. What came after that?
The Wall.
Okay, well, after The Wall, what came?
I have no fucking. I'm frickin' clue.
Yeah, well, that's probably where it ended, right there. It was like a string of 4 or 5 albums and done.
Picked up
I've
this
got
guy.
to censor myself here. Oh, Iron Maiden, that's some good stuff.
This
I've
is
got some of that Iron Maiden on the terabyte devices that Patrick sent me.
yeah, this is a new reissue by them. It's a very glossy cover.
Hey, hold
What
on.
album is that,
Let's
Rachel?
do Iron Maiden first.
This
Iron
is
Maiden first.
very
Yeah.
glossy.
The Iron Maiden have great album covers.
Yes, Eddie
They are a
is
lot of fun.
amazing. This might be a little bit controversial, but I don't think Iron Maiden would have got half of where they are without Eddie, the character.
Their mascot.
Yes,
Oh, it's good marketing.
yeah, exactly. You don't really see people. You always see people walking around with Iron Maiden shirts with Eddie on it. So I think, thank you, Miranda.
Do you have a girlfriend right now, Jack?
No, I don't.
Who needs a girlfriend when you got all of that behind you?
Thank you. I'm not interested. But yeah, it's on 180 gram, which is exciting. And
Yeah, all this gram stuff with 180 gram vinyl and all this, like, does that make it special that it's 180 gram vinyl? Does it matter?
Yes.
yeah, well, basically, it means it's not gonna warp as easily as 140 gram or 100.
And if it does
Oh,
warp, you're in big trouble.
It's going to
Okay.
stay flat. It's a flat album.
Okay, I got a ricket.
Okay.
That's exciting.
I got a cow.
Oh, don't have a cow, man, girl.
Reissue. Then here's more animals. There's animals, and there's a pig flying over Battersea Station. And then I got this thing. This is a double album. Then I got this Dark Side thing in the moon.
is that an original?
No, it's a reissue. But I had the original. But long ago,
Well,
I
like,
wasn't far away.
This reissue of Dark Side of the Moon that I have, the cover is really like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like,
Satin.
yeah, it's kind of, they did it like, kind of like how they do some soft cover books covers.
It's special. Or I guess Rachel wasn't done yet.
OG Moore.
More. Oh, what's this? All the new 180 gram records are warped?
I would disagree.
Was that Piper? Division Bell?
He's making that up.
That's it.
I would agree with that sometimes, but it really depends where it's pressed. Like,
Yeah, I got the 2060 reissues, and I think it was Dots and Loops or Naz Nomad who also praised them very highly. I think it was Naz Nomad. Now that I think about it, the 2016 Pink Floyd reissues are fantastic, and I basically I've got everything I want.
Dark Side of the Moon. I put that on my turntable, and I'm like, holy shit! I mean, crap! I've never heard something.
The vinyl cut I don't own. I don't plan on buying it. It's not on my.
You gotta help me. You gotta help me censor myself on here. I'm so used
Momentary
to
lapse.
just letting it
I
go.
would say if
Get
it's
off
Now.
the square cup.
if it's at Randy, if it's at RTI or like QRP or like quality record pressings, it's probably not going to be warped. But if it's at like another pressing plant, it may easily be warped. But I think they do a pretty good job. They put all their stuff in anti-static sleeves and polyline sleeves, so I think they do a pretty good job. But with some of these 180 gram releases, I agree that sometimes they can get warped. That's fine.
Yeah, they can. It's just harder to warp them.
Or your turntable platter gets
They're
warped.
more resilient.
Also, would you rather have a heavy record or a light, like a bendable record? Like which?
I've been much more fortunate than you, Dead Wax.
I think I'd rather take the heavy record than a record that can be bendable.
Exactly. Thank you.
That's how you break a record.
Well, yeah. Well, not really, but like if it's in a lot of pressure or whatever, and if you're buying it from Walmart and it's like they have no idea what they're doing with their records, that is probably better.
Oh, see, I did. I only went through Walmart and Barnes and Noble because I was in the city and I wanted to do some record shopping while I was there to see what they had to offer.
And you were a little drunk at the time.
Oops. Now, what's this? Old records were never warped unless you left them in the car on the day you went to the beach. Nah.
It really all depends on where it's pressed or the quality control of the.
Yeah, I agree with Trax overall. Though I don't have any memory of picking up, but I didn't buy as many records back when I was a kid either. But I don't have any recollection. Oh, damn, the records were out of the gate. No memories of that. Nowadays, occasionally there's been a couple I've gotten that are. That could have been better.
I remember putting them on the turntable and you'd see the needle. What?
Yeah, dancing.
And then you had to
still riding like the bull, it's right.
Yeah. Like a little
I was able to ride it, yeah.
So like, I got to go back to the record store, get my.
I picked up an OG Men Without Hats, the one with it's Pop Goes the World.
Oh yeah.
And so it did not have it was sealed. So I cut the seal and it was warped, but not so much that it won't play.
Can you do?
Yeah, I turn my Dynaflex records into serial bowls, but the spindle hole is still an issue.
Yeah, it kind of seeps out. But I thought Dynaflex was supposed to not warp because it had.
Yeah, the idea was that it would be so flexible. Take a kick and keep on licking.
I picked up
That's a good album.
Hey, let's go to Alice Cooper now.
This was one of the Alice Cooper records that kind of quintessential Alice Cooper records that I needed. I had Schools Out, $1 Billion Babies, that Greatest Hits compilation that pretty much everyone has. I had the Record Store Day release, Live at the Apollo, which is really not that great.
You got Killer?
I don't. No, I don't.
You need Killer.
Nobody has.
I'm working on it. I'm working on getting the classic Alice Cooper, but this was another step. This is another step into the collection.
It's a great album, classic album.
Yeah, nobody has Muscle of Love either.
I got Muscle of Love.
Do you have Muscle of Love?
Yeah.
Okay. Proof in the pudding coming up.
Yeah, okay, I'll bring her out here.
Yeah.
I got a CD, mind you. But here it is.
I got the muscle.
Excuse me for a second. I gotta put these away.
Okay, I'll let you.
And this was fun because of the goodies that came inside. Like this just cracked me up.
We're just humanary stew.
Here, make me big, Doc.
Oh.
Isn't that a classic?
Yeah, I can't find your little doohickeys. Oh, you know what?
You can't make me big?
Wait a minute.
Will I ever be big again? I'm down below now, but that's okay.
There you go. Okay, there you go.
Big. Here you go. Look at that. What an elbow. What a kind of inner sleeve thing. Isn't that hilarious? Alice all happy because he's like a sailor that's just been paid. I'm up to no good with my pay.
Alice Cooper's Killer turns 50? Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow.
1971. And Electric Warrior, I think, will turn 50 this year as well.
Oh,
T-Rex.
Look, it's Pike Bass.
Oh my gosh, it's Pike Bass. I love that guy. I got all his albums.
I bet I took the bait.
Oh my God, I'm going to meet Pink.
Oh my God, we're going to meet Pike Bass.
Pink Bass. We all want to know about the igloo.
The igloo.
The igloo.
Yeah.
Well, I bought
that you had an igloo built?
I bought a whole skid of those McCartney 3 bundles, and I built an igloo out of them.
Oh man, be pretty cold in there.
Well,
yeah, I would have taken Ram, and then you'd have a warm igloo. That'd be hot music. But
anyway, who is it? Jack? Was it you showing the "Welcome to My Nightmare"? Was that you?
Yes.
Yeah, you need to listen to "Welcome to My Nightmare 2," which was out in 2012. It's amazing. It's a great album. It's a follow up to that one.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I was watching. It was Frank from Channel 33 RPM was talking about it.
Oh yeah.
In one of his videos, he
Yeah.
said it wasn't the best Cooper album, but
I think it's pretty good. I really like it. It's one of my favorites.
I picked up this today, which I'm not much of a jazz guy, but I'm kind of starting to get into it. This is Oscar Peterson's self-titled. That's a cool label right there.
What's the title?
Self-titled. Yeah, right. It's always impossible.
Now, how do you learn about these people? You know, these artists. Like, do you just walk in and say, like, "Yeah, give me some of that"?
I guess I read a lot of articles on music and stuff like that. So I've been kind of into jazz. So I looked up like good like hard bop artists and like stuff like that.
I think Jack's been reincarnated from a '60s hippie.
Could be.
If you remember it, you weren't there. The thing about Showtime with records, you got to put them back again. Okay, Jack, what do you got there, lad?
This is Oscar Peterson.
Canadian treasure. There you go.
I'll be right back. I need a drink.
Yeah, I need a couple today, I'm telling you.
This one was really good. I really want to grab Soul Station by Hank Mobley, I think. I think that's my next jazz pickup. But
oh my gosh, jazz, Jack! Holy
You
moly!
need Ella Fitzgerald or something.
I think I'm not really a fan of like jazz vocals. I prefer jazz instrumentally. But I know you guys were talking about Frank Sinatra earlier. I'm not a huge fan of vocal jazz, but
You never got into Dave Brubeck.
oh, I like that one like iconic record. I think it's like yeah, it's the one that everybody shows.
Everybody likes Take 5.
Yeah, it's a great album. It's jazz for white people.
Oh, good.
Deadwax says, Jack, you're way too young for a jazz kid. Well, he has a bourbon each night before he goes to bed. Speaking of health drinks, go ahead.
The real thing.
No, it's not quite the real thing, is it, when you have the diet and writing?
Hold off on jazz till you're 40, Jack.
No, he's going to be shaving his head bald and he'll be vaping with his MIDI board before we all know it.
Alice Cooper's never put out a bad album.
So who's made a New Year's resolution? I made one. I resolved that I'm not going to take up smoking this year, and so far so good.
Oh, perfect.
Knock wood. Did you ever smoke?
Mm-mm. No.
I did for many years. I was a pack and a half a day by the time I finally quit. But I quit when I was 42 years of age. So I turn in 63 next month. So I've done well for myself. So, 21 coming up on the 21st year of non-smoking.
Well, your lungs are probably pink again.
Well, I would hope so. But boy, I was chronic. It was hardcore.
Well, they say it takes about 20 years to get it out of you.
I tell you, it's the hardest thing to do to quit. And then when you do, though, I'm so thankful. I'd have nightmares where I dreamt I'd smoked again. And it's like being an alcoholic. If you have one, you're going to be hooked right again. You can't even afford one puff, or you'll be hooked.
Yeah, it's very addictive.
My New Year's resolution: get the Beatles the Resident. This is something that the message was forwarded from Robert, from your kind self, Paul, and that's the orange label at Capitol reissues, the gold, because those were the ones that I was buying, 1973, 74, generally in there. Those are the ones. Yeah, it was our Robert P. here that let me know that he passed on some good advice that you had for him.
Just so you know, there's like 3 generations of orange. So the ones that's the first generation. They're the only ones that had the gold perimeter font.
Yeah, you're the one that taught me that, because
they were popped out in 72.
Who is Hank?
That's when I was a kid. I was young. I was buying. I was like young Jack here. This is what I was buying.
I think my first copy of my own of Magical Mystery Tour was one of those. No.
Who's that?
My Magical Mystery. I was just casting my mind. Yeah, mine would have been the same.
No.
So that was my whole thing in the 70s.
What's
in
really
the Beatles channel.
what's really bizarre is to get the White Album on orange labels. It's just weird.
I don't want that. I just want I want the Apple for those. Like same with the Hey Jude. I don't want the Capital label for Hey Jude. I want an Apple label for those.
You know, those Capital. When I got back into vinyl, that was one of the first ones I got was the Retro Rainbow for Hey Jude. It's actually pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it. Why am I echoing? Okay. Yeah, so I'm with you. I like to get the originals.
So that means
I do have some of the Rainbow OG originals too, but it wasn't my intent to get them. They came my way. I got to tell you, Beatlemania with the Beatles on that Rainbow label is a fantastic pressing. It's just beautiful.
Do you know why? Do you know why it is?
No, I don't.
Well, I do.
Well, please tell me why it's so darn good.
Well, you know, my students pay money for this kind of information, but I'll give it to you for free.
I'm going to have to send them a case of Diet Coke now. I'm in trouble.
Almost the real thing. I'll take Canadian Tire money. As Doc knows all about that. No, the reason it sounds so good is because it was Canadian mastered from the original UK master tapes.
Oh, so did they send them over to us?
That's correct. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. EMI sent them over to Capital Canada, and the masters were created from the original master tapes.
Oh, wow.
Now, I've done a sound comparison between my first pressing of Beatlemania, compare it against, I think, a third pressing of With the Beatles, which was like 1964.
Yeah.
They sound identical. There's no difference at all in the sound.
Wow. High praise indeed for our pressing. And it carries all the energy. There's magic. Sometimes, you'll do a recording session and there's magic in the recording. And that's one of those albums that has it. It has tremendous amount of energy and gets you dancing. You go, oh my God, does that rock and roll? It's one of those where you're looking at the computer doing something and the music will make you pull your attention away from what you're doing to listen. It's that good. It's that good.
Those first generation Rainbow, second generation Rainbow, Red Target, and even the first generation Orange, they were all from the original master tapes.
Oh,
so
very good.
Fantastic. Yeah, they sound fantastic.
Wide stereo imaging on those songs, which were stereo back in the. Robert knows a lot.
Well, no, they're all mono. The Beatlemania was never stereo until I think the third generation Purple.
Yeah, mine's mono.
They were all mono until about the early '80s. We didn't have stereo until the early '80s for that album.
I've got an OG Twist and Shout that's beautifully packaged, but the record's unplayable. It's got one big scratch in it. Yeah. I won't trust so I'm looking for a replacement on that.
Sorry about that. I ran into a little bit of trouble with putting those records
with
away.
The wife giving you trouble, my man.
Well, no,
a little trouble with the wife, but I've settled it out.
Once again, the shelves that my records are on now deemed too unsafe. They didn't collapse this time, but I just looked when I was putting those up. I was looking up there and I'm like, that thing's about to collapse. So I had them. I spent about 5 minutes moving them into my entertainment cabinet.
You need to have a Davis Winchester IV home built cabinet created just for you with love by Davis.
Yes. Or we'll have to wait for Paul to come back to read this one.
Oh, this is really interesting. Paul, we got a technical question for you.
What's that? Well, Paul will correct me. Well, maybe I will if you pay enough. But I don't believe any of the 80s stereo were true stereo. Yeah, no, they were. They actually did get the stereo masters eventually for those. Now, again, it's all relative because some of the cuts were fake stereo, but they did actually have a true stereo mix in Canada by the early 80s.
How many streams do we have on right now? We have the Madden show.
Anyway, I want to show you this White Album, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, one White Album, yes.
Orange label.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that label, man. That's so nostalgic for me, but not on the White Album.
I hate it. It's ugly. But
yeah,
there it is.
Orange label, white album.
Yeah. And this is a capital pressing. So
I think that's the one I have. Let me check.
Well, when you were, are you nostalgic at all? When you bought your first Beatle albums,
probably from like
the early ones before they went to Apple, what label did you like to get them on? Which was the one that made you get the warm fuzzies?
Well, I always liked the original Rainbows.
Yeah, I do too. But Paul, I think that pressing was like 73 or 4.
He's got one. Jack's got one of the white albums with the orange cap.
For this one,
yeah, was the orange label that they were doing that on
the third generation orange were 76.
Oh, that's a third generation orange.
Yeah.
Oh, when was the first generation?
The first generation was 74, 75.
Then when was the second?
Sorry, I'm lying. There was no first generation white album in Canada. The second generation was the first time they moved away from Apple, and it was 73, 74.
Oh boy, this is great advice down below here. Look, Mason, get 8-cylinder blocks, cinder blocks. Those are the things for the big square blocks.
Yeah.
And get thick boards on them, and it'll hold up better until you can build a better one. That's good advice.
Cinder blocks they make
I had mine on cinder blocks.
I used those at one point. They make
That's how I did mine.
I think David Winchester's supposed to be putting one for me, a shelf.
Buy
David Winchester.
a table saw and make your own.
There, like that.
There you go.
Ooh.
All right,
It's all my Beatle
construction, yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna head out. Thank you, everybody, for allowing
Thank
me.
you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack.
Yeah, thank you guys. See ya.
No trouble.
Jack's Trax, everyone. Thank you. Yay.
Now we can make it adult.
No swearing.
Yeah,
No
really.
swearing. Yeah.
I've got the ugly cup.
I don't mind salty language. I can understand the F-bomb if you're frustrated and really mad, but if it's just casual talk, oh yeah, I got this effing thing down at the effing barn.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to buy this effing thing, but I didn't buy that, you know. I said F it, you know, like there's no need for it. Come on.
Nah, just
Yeah.
no. No when the children are here. No.
But if you're upset and somebody's pissing you off, then let go with all cannons.
So, what do you want to talk about now?
Rolling Stones.
I gotta get my comments on here. I don't have my comments rolling. Hang on. Okay.
So Robert P. is so very kindly sending me, it's in the mail, the monos, the Rolling Stones CD monos. I can't tell you how I'm looking forward to it, how much I'm looking forward to it. They did a thing in the vinyl community, show us your Rolling Stones. It was kind of a thing, and it went viral. Everybody in the vinyl community was showing the Rolling Stones. And at the time, I just had Hot Rocks and a later best of. And then I said, man, this is embarrassing because I love the Rolling Stones. I mean, I love the Beatles more, but I love the Rolling Stones. So now I've got a respectable collection. And when this box comes in from Robert, I'm going to be just thrilled. And
I showed Rolling Stones all year. That's about half of what I bought all year.
That was huge for you because I was watching you were getting the Vault series, Stones from the Vault. So beautiful alternative covers, but you could tell there was a lot of care and attention to detail in that series. And you were saying you prefer some of those mixes better and performances better than the original releases.
I'm saying to somebody last week that I was never big on live albums, but the whole Vault series kind of changed my mind a bit on that because what occurred to me, and it's stupid because I knew it before with other bands, but live albums capture an energy that studio albums don't capture. That's particularly true with the Rolling Stones.
Who are the world's greatest live band?
I think the Who were,
but you know what I'm saying? Like that's the advertising tagline for the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
There?
No.
There you are.
There you are. He looks like the 4 Beatles.
Yeah. How
Doc,
about
you know what? You can social distance us still.
Well,
I think he is. He won't. He is. He won't show his face.
well, it's not that I don't want to. I'm in my living room in my chair, and it's too hard to hold the phone up high enough for
There
me
you
to take
go.
a good look. To be honest with you, I wanted to join for a minute, if you don't mind. So,
We're
Yeah,
glad
I
you're here, Robert.
your dollar store? Yeah.
No
Well,
swearing.
well, no, I don't do that much, anyways, unless you step on my toe or hit me with a hammer.
Nope.
Now, I was serious about the cinder blocks when we were kids and we didn't have any money, man. We'd go down and get
That's what
for
I
a
did.
buck a piece. You get some cinder blocks. You throw a couple
Absolutely.
boards on it, another cinder block, another couple boards. Next thing you had a sturdy cabinet. It ain't gonna fall over. I can tell you that.
That's what I used when I went to teachers college. I was down in Windsor for a year, where Doc is, and that was my record shelf.
I mean,
To me, they're great. They're solid.
I
Nobody
did.
can knock
I
them
did
over.
the same thing. Yeah, I was cinder blocks too.
In fact, I had my stereo, my turntable stereo, whole thing sitting on the top shelf, and like you hit that thing and they're not moving. You know, like it's just they're solid.
yeah, or his collapsed or
Be
something.
careful. You're going to make yourself into another avatar. You.
His avatar throbs when he talks. Do you notice that?
Well, this is why I realized that, and because it went like that, then I created this for my avatar. Hello,
See, you're
Paul. What are you doing, Paul? Stop it, Paul. Game of chess, Paul.
yeah, no.
So the old
Oh, I
Hellman
can tell you're
house-
upset. Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, Rob, I'm glad you're here. I want to thank you again for sending those to me. So I need to get in contact with you. Actually, I'll do it right now.
Well, it's not there yet, is it?
No, but I'm going to send you. I'm just going to email you so you can
That's a
build
great
it.
set. I got the vinyl version of that. It's a great set. It really
I
is.
sent the 11 disc, and then I took anything from that was the same from the UK as for the Americans, and just added extra to those discs rather than make the extra disc.
The best part of that set is the bonus album called Stray Cats,
Well,
and it's a double album of a bunch of extra cuts and stuff that aren't on the regular albums.
I did not send that to her.
Oh,
Next week.
I did.
okay, never mind about that.
No.
Forget.
Yeah, it's
No.
not that best part. Yeah.
Go back
There-
and erase that part of the tape, will you?
There, there's an extra goodie in there. She'll see that's got everything else you'll ever need to deal with the Rolling Stones, at least for the most part.
Well,
good
thank
stuff.
you so much.
You'll
Thank
have
you
to
right
see it
now.
when it comes.
Thanks so much, Robert. How much do I owe you? I'm very
Yeah.
thankful. Lots of gratitude.
That's like
Uh,
the present ever.
Us Americans got a nice stimulus check, so nobody's going to owe me anything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Why did we never get a stimulus check? What's wrong with our government?
We did earlier. We got a couple. We did
Where?
all right early on, yeah. In fact, there's 500 more, Doc, you should be able to get.
No, that's just your GST refund. No, where's our stimulus?
I don't know what the hell anything is. I don't know how this government works.
You get
I
was more upset about sending all the money to the other countries and not taking care of the people here. Not that we all
I'm
need
the
it.
same
but some
way.
people
I'm
need
in
it.
agreement with that. I like the money here. Do you know we have First Nations people that still, whatever you think about the reservation system and what this, that, and the other, I'd still rather have them have the money than somewhere in Africa or China or wherever the heck they're sending our money these days.
I'm okay for helping people out, but take care of us first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Well, it's our money. Why don't we get some of it, right?
I
yeah.
know.
Is like I don't agree with it either, sending all that money overseas and to some countries that are questionable to begin with.
Well, I think it's a lot of corruption with greasing other people's palms, and we'll allow you to build an airport now in our country, and there'll be a kickback for
Wow.
you. I just think there's
exactly.
something out there.
Well, this last round was over and above what we normally send, and that's why it bothered me.
Yeah, and not just you. A lot of people in the U.S. have commented on that.
Yeah, my mother's on Social Security, and many other people's mothers are on Social Security and fathers. And the food costs here in America, and maybe where you're at, have almost doubled in the last year and a half.
I know. I went grocery shopping today, and the prices just scared me to death. So
They need a boost too. I mean, especially retired people.
Yeah.
I know
So,
I-
Robert, you've been buying a lot of jazz this year too, or maybe not a lot, but some jazz. You're starting to build that collection up some more.
Well, I've got a huge jazz collections of CDs, but I just started buying a few vinyl.
Yeah, we're influencing you poor in a bad way.
He's
Yeah.
come over
Have
to
to
the
get
dark.
you a record turntable.
Well, I've had a turntable also for transferring for years too, but not compared to what you guys have. No.
He's come over to the dark side.
Yeah, we're being bad influencers.
Well, there is no such thing as a CD community. So
Well, I transferred the Tone Poet album I did buy for $32 to CD. Then I compared it with my CD, and outside of that little 10% bass, I didn't notice any difference.
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think depending on the CD, so there's variation with CDs too, of course.
I said I transferred it myself, so it does sound very good. But is it worth a $10 CD versus $32 record?
Well, just for having the convenience of it.
So
Frequently I'll go. I like having CD music with CD. I got my Beatles because if I'm doing dishes or I'm doing some chores around here, I like to I crank the stereo and then I'm moving around and I don't have to rush back. Oh my God, because I don't have the return arm. My turntable's meant to be listened to. You don't have that on while you're doing other things. The idea, play the turntable, listen to the record. CDs I have for the background or headphones while I'm concentrating on genealogy and I go, oh my God, Grandma, hang on while I go off and see to the thing.
Robert, I'm really loving my Bluetooth. It's fantastic. I'm playing for you guys. I'm playing stuff from my computer. I've got a Bluetooth hookup to my old receiver, and it sounds great. I'm loving it. I don't have to get
uncompressed FLAC files
yeah
and things like that will help a lot with that type of system.
I'm converting them to AIFF. I'm playing them in iTunes.
That's what I do.
I found that gives me the best sound. So
it's got a good database to use.
Yeah. But I just been adding my own. I haven't been downloading from iTunes. I just add my own stuff. So yeah,
well, that's what I sent Rachel was a USB drive with every Stones album in the world on it and every Beatle album on the world on it.
Oh my God! Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that was coming.
Yeah.
Well, now. Roll. Okay, show us your Stones. Well, I think I just.
He
wow.
did the same for me. I've got Elvis on one side and the Kinks on another side.
Oh, I love Elvis, and Ed, the King's Court, gifted with me a whole bunch of Elvis this year. But for the Kinks, I took care of that need myself because I bought this. I bought the Kinks, the Pie album collection.
Oh, nice.
So a little box set, and it's really, and they didn't brick wall them or anything. They sound really good, So I really recommend this if you can run across it. Out of print now, but they aren't asking the moon for it. So
can you make that big so I can see the back?
Yeah. What's it go up to? What's the last album on it?
The last one is Percy, which is the play. Now you'll notice the covers don't look right, and the reason they don't look right is they did the same thing with the Beatles singles. These are the international covers. So there's some that are from the UK, but most, like this is Arthur here.
None of them. The only one that looks original is Lola. The rest.
Yeah, Lola's original.
Yeah, the rest don't look the same at all.
Man, thank you. My poor liver. Anyway, it's a great box set, but I do prefer it when they do, like Robert does and takes our domestic covers that we're familiar with. I prefer it more, but I'm not kicking it out the door, so to speak, because the songs are all there. Those are the albums, and they sound great.
Well, that's why I use the USB FLAC files. I listen to every catalog, everything in a discography, and then decide which ones I want to purchase.
Yeah. Say it's a money saver at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So when you listen to all those Stones, you can decide which ones you want to purchase.
Yeah. Well, Robert, how many copies of McCartney 3 have you got by now?
Actually, I've got 3. I have the Japanese coming with the 4 extra tracks already tacked on to the end.
Yeah.
I've got the Target Green Dice CD, which I like the back of it much better. It's a much better photograph of him standing in front of the mic. And then I've got the standard release.
Yeah, as opposed to the one that Doc.
I don't have a single one of them yet. I'm still waiting on my vinyl. It's not here yet. And I ordered the Japanese CD as well.
Yeah, I got it for I think $20 and $9 shipping for the Japanese.
Yeah, I got mine for something like that. I probably got it from the same place, but yeah.
But I'm trying to. Well, I got it from my friend in Japan. He's also sending me Red Rubber Ball by The Circle CD. That's hard to find.
Song. Love that song.
But it's hard to find the Sundance CD, and I want the CD.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And Circle, of course, that was Brian Epstein managed them.
Not well, evidently. They only lasted 2 albums.
Well, Brian Epstein only lasted a couple of albums. Not really. I mean, he went 67 is the year he passed away. But
did I have a drug overdose?
Yeah.
He was in depression.
Yeah, they say it was self-inflicted.
Yeah, poor these people. And of course, it was a time when homosexuality was still a big issue, and socially for people, employment, arrests, problems. And so that would have been a lot of pressure on people, those poor people.
Well, who knows what would have happened if he'd been still with us.
We would have had more Circle albums.
I am jealous of the Small Faces you got.
Yeah, that's a nice one. I just picked this one up. The Small Faces are but 4.
I have all the tracks, so it's hard for me to want to get it besides the nice looks of it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful packaged thing. So it's Charlie is the company, or the issues is coming. Sorry, there, the red, it says Charlie. And so it's got mono on this side and then stereo here. Ichiku Park's on here, Tin Soldier, Meet the Nice, I think. Here Comes the Nice. Here Comes the Nice. And there's different, like USA version and then the UK version with it. Alternate mixes on here. But it's jam-packed with goodies. Beautifully packaged.
That's the thing. The package gets me.
So you got this here, and then you got that there, and then there's the book inside. Of course, all my stickers, the hype stickers I keep. But really nice. And, it's Small Faces. The only Small Faces I have in my collection currently, which is a bit of a crime, but certainly the big hits. Yeah, you got to have Small Faces, kids.
Well, I've got their entire catalog along with all the Humble Pie stuff that followed through after that, because I really enjoyed Steve Marriott.
You guys were talking about mugs earlier. Here's part of my mug collection.
No. Hold on. P51.
Yeah, that's Mustang.
Look at that.
And then I got this one's a 50th anniversary of the U.S. Air Force.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, I love the Eagle, yeah.
Right.
That's
and then this one is what is this?
Yours is a cute little cup. Don't hurt your cup. It's little face.
This is a World War II commemorative for U.S. Air Force.
Okay, hold on. We got B-17. We got a DC-3. We got a Liberator. We got a P-51.
That's a P-40.
P-40, yeah. There's a P-51.
What's that down there?
DC-3?
DC-3, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
C-47.
So smart.
Lightning and a...
P-38, yeah.
Yeah. P-17 there. It's nice mug. I got these at the Air Force Museum in Dayton.
I'm a sucker for all that stuff. When I went to Duxford in England, I grabbed a T-shirt. So I got a Spitfire on, well, 2 Spitfire ones. My favorite airplane.
If you ever get a chance to go to that Air Force Museum in Dayton, it's amazing. Wright-Patterson's at Wright-Patterson Air Base.
Oh, right, Patterson.
Yeah, it's an amazing, amazing piece of history. They've got everything there. It's really incredible. You even got the XB-70 there.
Oh, okay. That's like it's like
The big gooseneck thing.
Is that like the XB-70 or XB-9? Isn't that what Chuck Yeager flew when he was?
No. This is the big bomber, the Delta Wing bomber that they built in the 70s.
I'd have to look at that. Yeah, I'd have to
look it up. I think one of them crashed, I think. And there's footage of one of the escort planes crashing into one.
Oh, no.
Because it got caught in the vortex. This thing was just massive. Anyway, it's down there. They've got the first B-1 bomber there.
Okay, yeah.
First B-1 that was ever made is there. No, it's an amazing place.
Great history. Yeah, like I've been to them before. In Texas, I was in one in Dallas.
Well, Wright-Patterson that's the official Air Force museum. So anything that's Air Force is going to go there.
Well, and Wright-Patterson is very, very famous, of course.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Paul, did you meet Brother Brian while you were in Dayton?
No, who's Brother Brian?
He's a member.
You don't want to know.
The last time I was Dayton was like in the 90s. I haven't been there since.
Yeah.
Well, he would have been a young boy then. It wouldn't have mattered.
So Tom says he's returned to Small Face Humble Pie recently. He's been listening to both bands. I met Jerry Shirley. He hated me because Joey Mullen was with him when Jerry Shirley was drumming with Joe Mullen. So Joey Mullen, of course, being with Badfinger and the Beatles connection, I was all Beatles talking. I was like Beatle boy, I was all that.
Yeah, I've listened to some Humble Pie lately. What I've heard so far, I really like.
Yeah. And then Joe Mullen says to me, he goes, well, he's starting to feel a bit embarrassed because I'm giving him so much attention. He goes, this is Jerry Shirley. He was the drummer with Humble Pie. I go, Humble Pie, what do I got? And I'm thinking, what do I know about Humble Pie? And I went, oh, I know. I go, Peter Frampton was in Humble Pie. I go, so do you still know Peter Frampton? Yeah, I talked to him. He goes, no. And I go, oh, okay. Anyway, Joey, so what was it like meeting John Lennon? So it was like Shirley just was not happy with me at all. I wish now I knew now what I knew, what I know now then I would have been able to engage him more. There's video of Jerry playing on with Humble Pie on the net, of course, on YouTube now. So good band. Humble Pie is great. But I don't have any Humble Pie, and I just have the one Small Face.
Just one song, Hot and Nasty. That's it.
Black Coffee, Hot and Nasty. You got 30 Days in the Hole.
30 Days in the Hole, yeah.
Yep.
But their greatest hits is more than most people need. Live at the Fillmore is good.
Yeah, that was a big one for them. The Live at the Fillmore.
My next acquisition was going to hopefully be, I haven't decided yet. There's a new 4 CD set out by Tom Petty, all live from 48 different states or something.
Oh, wow.
Mark P put it up, and I was looking into it.
Interesting.
Just released by the state.
Mark's another great channel, one of the big Beatle channels.
Yeah. So now that Tom Petty's getting into the reissue type stuff, now that he's gone.
Yeah.
Well, the estate's digging out everything they can. Yeah. I just hope they do it nice. Wallflower was good, though. I enjoyed the Wallflower.
Wallflower is really well done, yeah. And also Tom Petty, American Treasure, also very good, which I've got here. Tom Petty, there he is. This came out in various flavors, like there's a 6-disc version, a 4-disc version, and I got the 2-disc version here.
Natural Born Woman's good too, yeah.
So this is very nicely done. And I find this stuff here is as good as his greatest hits pack. And it's just got all sorts of great music on it. But this is a 2-disc version. It's called Tom Petty, An American Treasure. So for you Tom Petty fans, it's something to look into. It's a
I'm going to bid adieu. You guys take care. Have a great week.
Thank you, Pike.
I'm going fishing now.
Okay.
Ice fishing.
Yeah.
Well,
No ice around here. We don't get ice out here.
I know. I'm in Sydney. You're in Van, aren't you?
Yeah. Well,
I'll,
near.
Or
I'll send you a
nearby,
note later.
White Rock or something.
All righty. Take care, guys.
Thanks,
Take care,
Fine.
pal.
take care. Bye. And then number 4. But then I do realize we're eating into the Matt and Steve show. So
Uh-oh.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I know.
I'm gonna.
That's what happens when they schedule these shows.
No, you know what I do with my stream? It happens all the time. I do my own thing. I'm forging ahead, and I just do it. And if people are interested in coming, they come and visit. Once this concludes, I'll head over and support Stephen. But no,
yeah.
you're my guy for this slot on Sunday. Anytime you're doing anything.
But I hate cutting into their show too, especially when I want to see it too. So
Well,
Yeah.
I can go eat my pea soup and
there you
finish
go.
my dinner. You guys can go
I haven't
on.
had dinner yet, so I may have to put the Matt and Steve show on. Listen, while
6:30. Wow.
So yeah, let's cut her off so the Matt and Steve show can get 4 more listeners at least.
Yeah, I'll head over for sure.
Yeah.
Tom.
Have a great evening. Thank you for
Thank you,
having
Doc,
us on.
for allowing me on your stream.
And
Bye-bye.
I'm over. I'll be over there, Doc.
bye now.
Bye, Doc. Bye, Vinyl community. We'll see you over at Steve.